Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. This is Manchester United versus Aston Villa on the United Stand. Match chat, watch along and all that jazz all the way through to the end of this game and where it will end up, hopefully with Manchester United joint top of the league. None of this goal difference stuff. We're joint top if we win tonight, and Arsenal can't do anything about it. Forget Arsenal. Liverpool can't do anything about it until Monday night. So Manchester United top of the league after Christmas for the first time since when? I don't remember. Maybe it was the year that Sir Alex Ferguson last won us the title. So we've got to win. Harry Rate is right. We've got to win. And that is what I expect from Manchester United tonight. I have to be very careful because I do jinx things for opposition teams. I don't want to jinx it for Manchester United. But I predict a big... I've even had a shave, yeah. I predict a big result tonight for Manchester United in the way that we win the game. And I predict Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to have a very good game as well. So look, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm very excited. It's nice that we're playing tonight. I think that let's get this game out of the way. We haven't got a league game for another week and a half till we play that game in hand against Burnley. So win tonight, focus on the cups for a bit, give other players that haven't had much time maybe some games in the cup, and put that pressure on in the league. I'm going to go 3-1 to Manchester United. I've seen a few league teams. That's the team I would pick tonight. No Cavani. I would go with that team tonight. I wouldn't. Luke Shaw was man of the match last week, but I think Luke Shaw is going to be more valuable against Manchester City than he will be valuable. I think Telles, we're trying to learn with Telles to get him higher up the pitch. I would play Telles tonight. You're on time, 2021 producing already, says Calhoun Lane. Well, I just couldn't wait anymore. I've been waiting for this all bloody day, to be honest with you. Evening, Mark. Happy New Year. Have you got the results from the COVID test? Yes, I have, Existence. I'll give you that in a minute. And annoyed me how people were doing fireworks yesterday, says Big Josh. So I tested negative. It doesn't mean I'm out of the woods yet. So basically, I was in contact with somebody who had COVID on Monday. So you can still get the symptoms for 10 days. But I was feeling a bit under the weather yesterday, so I went and had a test, and the results come back. It's a negative, so I feel fine. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm necessarily not going to get it, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that means I won't get it, which obviously is a good thing. I want to avoid it as much as possible. I mean, look, I know people have got it, and that's just the way it's going to be. But thank you for all the nice messages about that. There was some people saying, I hope you get it and you die. But look, that's the horrible twat world we live in, isn't it? Sometimes we ignore the bad and we focus on the good people, and we've got a great community here. Happy New Year, Mark. Hopefully it's all well with you and the family. Thoughts on Circuit Breaker if it is to happen, says Jake Davies. Look, the Circuit Breaker, for anybody who's interested, is basically stopping playing the Premier League games for a couple of weeks. This won't work. It won't work because that's saying that players will not train for a couple of weeks, and then they're going to need to train to get back, and then it won't work. I mean, I suppose it could be like a winter break that they do in La Liga. I suppose that makes a bit of sense, but I personally think, how are you going to finish all these games at the end? I think teams want to play. I think players want to play. And I think that I've got Everton West Ham on at the moment. There's no fans in the ground. It's very sterilised. They should be able to... Look, effectively, I think when football went into lockdown back in March, like the whole world went into lockdown, they were caught on the hop. It was like, bloody hell, what's going on? Everyone's got it. We don't know what to do. We went into that lockdown for 3 months. We came back in June. All the protocols were put in place. All the testing was put in place. That is all there now. So why would we all have to go back to where we were last March? The reality is there might be a few games that get postponed, but I don't see a reason for it to... Look, unless we're going towards some sort of Armageddon where the whole bloody country's getting it, I wouldn't do it. Daniel Luciano says, congratulations on your results. Glad you're feeling better as well. Confident for today. Side note, how great would a Henderson loan be? Not realistic, I know, says Daniel Luciano. And how's it going, lad? And come on, United, says Jordan Vlogs. Good, it's going good. Look, I'm not disrespecting Villa here. I think there's a few Villa fans that have been, on social media getting really pissed off, like saying, oh yeah, you're not respecting us. I do respect Villa, but I'm also confident in my side. I think if we are going to mount a title challenge, and that's what we're looking to do now, then you've got to be confident. And I think we've got to go into this game and say, look, Villa are a very good side. They're the third best side in the league away from home. If they won their games in hand, they'd be the third best team in the league, full stop. So I do respect Aston Villa, but I think we've got... This is the sort of games you've got to win. If Grealish hits us with a masterclass today, are we forced then to go and get him? Bruno and Grealish, best midfield duo in the world, says Yishay. Hi Mark, just want to say one of my highlights of 2020 was finding United Stand. Only found it in November and don't know how I wasn't looking for it, but very grateful, says Sam Rahan. Well, it's always great to hear of new people coming to join the channel and be part of the community that we've built over the last 5 years. I actually shared a tweet today of some of the old stuff, which was in my old house with no green screen. It was all pictures on the wall and little table and desk and everything. So yeah, it's been a quite a journey. Like, it's a 5.5 year journey because it was Soccerbox before that, but then we changed it to United Stand. So yeah, there are always people finding the channel, and you're always very welcome. So please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We're going to try and get to 940,000 subscribers tonight. So please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Can you call Caelan Catney a prat? Says Red Devils. Caelan, you're getting it, and it's only the first day of the year. But yeah. Look, I think that Grealish is a very good player, but when I look at it, I do think, well, Man United have got better players. I expect Anthony Martial tonight to have a good game. I'm not going to put the pressure on that he's got to score because he could get 3 assists, and that's still a good game. But I expect Martial to step up tonight. I mean, Bruno, you almost expect Bruno. Rashford's in the groove as well. And it's going to be very interesting what he does because he can't play Cavani. Do you play Greenwood? He might go with the Greenwood. Do you try and get Donny van de Beek in? There's talk that he might play Mata, so... Hey Mark, I got promotion to the Premier League with Bournemouth and I'm so happy, says Jan Ways. And Happy New Year, United fans. Bring on the title race, says Mark Holder. Dayan Mirza, Mark, love the channel. Who's better, Kevin Durant or LeBron James? I'd say it's LeBron, but I don't really watch a lot of basketball, if I'm all in complete honest with you. I don't. Right. I am going to play this because hopefully we have got it in the... Yes, we have. Great. So our forwards are under undue pressure to always outscore the opposition. Only Leeds have given more goals than us in the top 13 teams, says Gaurav. The defence has got to be part of this title race. You're right. Now, I'm going to give the defence a bit of slack. I think they've had a lot of stick, and they will get stick if they cost us silly goals today. But they did keep a clean sheet at Everton. They did keep a clean sheet at the weekend... against Wolves a couple of nights ago or 3 nights ago. So let's build on those small steps forward. And I do think a lot of that is to do with Harry Maguire and Eric Bailly. So let's see that continue forward from here. I think that's really, really important. Also, let me just say, if you are a member of the club, you'll know who a member is because they'll have a little badge next to the name. I'm sure someone will come across the live chats in a minute, like Cameron Lane. He's got a little badge next to his name. You can do that by clicking the join button and supporting the channel, and that's great. And you do get your badge next to your name, and we've got Ready HD there as well. But that badge changes every month that you're a member, all the way through to, I think, a platinum badge. But if you are a member, or you want to become a member, click the join button. But if you are a member or you're going to become a member, the link in the video description is for Emojam. Now, the way Emojam works is that we've got 6 audio GIFs. Now, that's an example of a WhatsApp message between me and Flex that never happened, that has just been put together to promote what this is. But it's audio GIFs. We've got 6 of them.
What a prat! What a prat!
There you go. So there's 6 of those. There's a Bruno one. There's, you can send them to your friends, your family on WhatsApp. Send them to your gran if she wants. She'll be like, what's going on? But the reality is you can get those now as part of a perk of the membership package that we have. We're looking to bring more of those in 2021 as well. But to get those, if you're a current member, just use the link in the video description for Emojam. Download it for free on your Apple or your Android phone. Log in with your YouTube credentials, and then you can download all 6 of those, and they're permanently yours on your handheld device then to send on messaging services. So there you go. And the same, if you become a member, you can do that. Also, if you're not a member, you can get the You're What a Prat one, I think it is. One of them are free anyway. Emojam, link in the video description for that. And on perfect time, Lil Kamzi, welcome to the United Stand Members Club. There you go. What do you think we need to do long term to be in the title race in a more regular season? Says Jan Olav Haugland. I think that's a fantastic question from Jan. Welcome to the Members Club, Ash Horrocks. Joseph Tyrrell, Happy New Year, mates. Love the channel and the great community you've built. Hopefully we get the win today. Come on, United. Very excited about it, Joseph. Chris Chappelle says, hi, Mark. Can you please give my girlfriend Georgia some words? She hates when I watch you, as I watch all the time. 2-1 United tonight, says Chris. Stop being so selfish, Georgia. I bet you sit there on Instagram watching bloody prats putting makeup on or clothes or bloody... the only way is Essex or something like that, or EastEnders. Maybe like Formula One. Georgia, let Chris watch what he wants to watch. That's what I say. Hey Mark, do you think we are playing Bruno too much? We're not even into the halfway point and he's played basically every minute. He wants to play every minute, Jerome. He wants to play. And Ivan Drago says, it's a new year. Let's make keeping a positive attitude our New Year's resolution. Love your channel. I'm all with you, Ivan Drago. I want to keep this going. And welcome to the members club, David Hill, and Dominic Velarde and Sam Hardwick. Welcome to the United Stand Members Club. Thank you for joining and supporting the channel. So going back to that question that came through there about what do Manchester United need to do to continually be in a title race, I think that's a really good point, because what I would say is, and I don't know what you think, and I want to read some comments on this. Do you think we're going to be in a title race next year? Because I don't. I think this is a very much a here and now situation that you can't judge next year, because next year, fingers crossed, we've got 75,000 fans in most grounds. Certainly Old Trafford, not everyone else, because they ain't got a ground that big. But I do think it's going to be very different next year. I think there's been a lot of injuries this year because people have been overplayed. We've had people suffering with COVID. When the world goes back to normal, hopefully the world goes back to normal, I think we will see the consistency of Liverpool come back. And I don't think, Liverpool have not been consistent this year for various reasons. That's opened a door for us to get in a title race. I think next year they'll go back to normal and we'll be, 15, 20 points off them again. So how do we close that gap? I think you get the right winger, you get the centre-back, you get the CDM, and everyone else starts to learn not to bottle it and be more consistent. That's what you need to do. But this season, that's not negative, because we are in a title race this season. For the next 5 months, we can be in a title race. Can we be in a title race? I think it's harder to be in a title race next season than it is for the next 5 months, because we're living in this weird world where Liverpool are inconsistent. There are no fans in the ground. But I don't think because we're in a title race now, we will definitely be in one next year. You'd hope we will. Do you think Fernandes is the most influential signing for United ever, says Ben? Well, no, I said this to KG last night. I still think it's Cantona for me, because he was we'd not won the league title since the 60s, and he came in the early 90s and was sort of like the icing on the cake of a team that was there but couldn't quite do it. Welcome to the Members Club, Dean Turner and Jocelyn Olivia Augustin Schillen. Thank you, very welcome to joining the club. And hi Mark, just wanted to wish you and your family a happy new year, says Craig Heinsohn. Also a bit off topic, what did you think of the firework display last night? I thought it was a nice little surprise, Craig, but it was a very weird new year. I just want to get on with this year, with Man United winning games, and get out of this bloody COVID world and get out there. I think that's all we want to do now. It sort of feels like, we've had the Christmas, we've had the New Year, we're in 2021 now. I'm just so grateful we've got football, because reality is we can't actually do a lot at the moment, and I think we all want to do that. Could put Pogba on the left and Rashford on the right, says Ewan Black. I wouldn't be surprised if Pogba does start tonight. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking about team news that's out there, and there are leaked teams, of course, but hi Mark, surely Van der Beek loan rumour isn't true. Loaning top player out for 4 months simply reflects on Woodward as incompetent. We need a director of football, says Ollie's at the wheel. There is absolutely no chance. There is no chance that we will be loaning out Donny Van der Beek. And I answered a few people this morning about this. They're like saying, oh, you're lying. I'm like, look, hold on a minute. The United Stand has been around for a long time, and the morning show has always been about reacting to stories in the news. Sometimes you're going to have to react to a story that you think is a load of crap. But it's there. It was in Corriere dello Sport. Inter Milan, Van der Beek, it's a fantasy to Inter Milan, but they'd like to do it. So we spoke about it. It's not something where I woke up this morning and plucked it out of my arse. There's actually a story about it. So yeah, that's from Ollie's at the wheel there. Donny is Pogba's replacement, says it's October. I think a lot of people would feel, let's get rid of Donny, and let's get rid of Pogba then, because it just is a bit annoying. Do I think Donny Van der Beek will start tonight? No. Do you think he's going to start tonight? I don't think he's going to start tonight. I really don't. I think he will start against Watford. I don't even think he'll play against Man City. So I think that he will start against Watford next week. I think it'd be very interesting and almost sad if Juan Mata starts tonight, because that would put poor old Donny, as I said this morning, number 7 in the midfield list. He's currently number 6, I think. Welcome to the Members Club, Marvelesso216. Guess who says, I think we're going to lose today? Well, look, I wouldn't be negative. I don't see the reason in thinking we're going to lose, because, we're in a good run at the moment. The lineup is out in 15 minutes' time, so we're live a little bit early. Ooh, lovely cross in by, I think it was Cresswell, and just needed a touch in on the box. No, it's Declan Rice, actually. Lovely cross. There's a player I'd like to get, but Chelsea... You've seen Chelsea's link to Donnarumma? They've only just bought that Mendy guy. Mengi. Crazy what Chelsea do. Still they won't get in a title race. Who do you think better, Mata or Matic, says Braden Hughes? Two very, very different players, Braden. Two very, very different players. Dan James will start, says David Morgan. I mean, that's a good shout. That is a good shout. I wouldn't do it, but it's a good shout that he might do. You're right there. And when is Amad Diallo coming in to Seabourne? I don't know. I don't know whether he lands tomorrow or in a couple of weeks. I don't know. What I do know is that Amad Diallo is better than Lionel Messi. Although that's what you would be led to believe by some of the hype that's going on in our fan base. I have said before about Amad Diallo, expectations are low. Even Ronaldo, when he came to the club, didn't hit the ground running straight away. You've got to adjust. I don't want to hear hype about Amad Diallo because what happens is he has a really crap game and then everyone says, oh, he's shit. And I just think, let's just let him come to the club and see what he's all about and take your time with him. We don't need to overthink it. We really don't need to overthink it. And I think that some people do. So, you know. Hi, Mark. Your videos have helped me out through 2020. Can you shout out my fiancée, Mandela, who just proposed, says Mabi Belanda. There you go. Shout out to that. What was the answer now? We all want to know. Did you say yes or no? Let us know. Let us know. I think that, I mean, I'm watching this West Ham Everton game whilst we're talking here, and the passing's been dreadful, and it's really got me thinking about United. And actually, I've gone back to something a little bit old here. If you know, you know. I've gone back to me Lucky Pyjamas. They worked quite well before Christmas. So I'm going back to Lucky Pyjamas tonight. Would you start Lingard in this game, says Ben Thompson? No. Well, I mean, look, if he starts, fine, but I don't see how. New year, new Ollie. Donny van de Beek will start tonight. 3-1 United with 2 Donny contributions, says Mono. I tell you what, I'm really happy with what United are doing at the moment, and I'm sure you are as well. But I would love to see Manchester United start Donny van de Beek because it'd just almost be the icing on the cake. I'm not expecting it. So, yeah, I'd love to see it, but I'm not going to expect it. And I'm certainly not going to, as I said, throw my toys out of the pram if it doesn't happen. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We're really close to 938,000. We were about 10 away when I went live. So, bottom right-hand corner, please subscribe to the channel. We're on that road to 940, which becomes 950, 960, 970, 980, 990. What's next? 1 million. 1 million. Imagine when we hit 1 million. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with the United Stand community. You won't look back. Where do you actually think we're going to finish this season, says Mark Holder? I can't give you that. I can't give you that information. Not because I'm privy to it and I've signed a non-disclosure order, but I just don't know. I do not know where we're going to go. Where we're going to finish this season. You know what United have done under Ollie, under Mourinho, under Van Gaal. We've had some great results and then we go on a bad run. And for every good run, we go on a bad run. And I think we're all anticipating this bad run. But I have a funny feeling we're not going to go on a bad run. I think we're going to stick at this. So I think at this moment in time, it's going to be very difficult. It can change really quickly. Teams like Chelsea and Spurs could catch us very quickly if we lose a couple of games. But if we keep winning, they can't catch us. I'm going to say third. If you ask me now, I've got to pick something. I'm going to say third. I still think Man City are a threat, and obviously so are Liverpool. But look, I want us to stay in this race for as long as possible, and then you never know. Happy New Year, Mark. Please can you give a shout out to my girlfriend, Alice? That's from Joe. Alice, there you go. Shout out from Joe and me and everyone else. Alice. Is that Boohoo Man pyjamas, Mark? Says Ben Nelder. No, they're not. I don't think they do pyjamas. I might be wrong. Can you please wish Phil Chappell a happy birthday from the United Stand, says Golden Goose. Happy birthday to Phil Chappell. New Year's Day. And Fernando Serrano, thanks for the super chat. We lost with your lucky pyjamas against Tottenham. Please change them now, Mark, says Chris. I didn't have these pyjamas against Tottenham. If I was wearing these pyjamas against Tottenham, I'd be going commando and you'd all be crying with insecurity about what you can see when I stand up. So I didn't have these against Spurs. And Happy New Year's, guys. Quick thought, is it just me or has anyone else getting that feeling that Sir Alex gave us back in the glory days? I can feel it, says Sam Journey. A little bit. I mean, how does everybody feel about this title race? Do you feel that it's a possibility? I must admit, I mean, I put the tweet out on the afternoon of the Wolves game a few days ago, and I said, if we beat Wolves and we beat Villa, we're in a title race. No more of this technical, we're in a title race, because technically we are. I believe we're in a title race if we win tonight. So for me, it was about beating Wolves and beating Villa. And then we are in a title race, because I think that Burnley game will be difficult. And if you know, you know, it will be. But I do think we'll beat Burnley, and then we'll go to Anfield level on points. And even if we lose at Anfield, which I'm not saying we would, we'd still be in a title race, because there'd only be 3 points ahead of us. So it's on. It's definitely on. If we win 9-0, we go top, Mark, says Man United list. I think if we win 9-0, we do go top. So let's go for 9. No, that really is disrespecting Aston Villa. I'll tell you what, West Ham have been the better team in the second half of this game. Sal, Donny and Martial, Fergie have them gone rapid, says Random Gamer HD. And also, if we beat Villa tonight, it's a title race for real, says Even Drago. So, are you feeling confident tonight? How confident are you feeling tonight? I think that Villa... As I said, I watched Villa play Chelsea last week. I've seen Villa play a few times this season. I think, I know a few Villa fans. They've been messaging me today. They're really looking forward to it. Obviously, I've had all the normal stuff. I hope we beat you. I'm going to banter you and this, that and the other. But I think realistically, they're coming into this game feeling like they can get something out of it. Whereas normally, you're playing Man United and you're hoping you're going to get something out of it. So, well-organised team, confident team. They've definitely got the ability. What I would say is Villa win this game if United don't turn up. If United do what they've done in the past and sometimes not turn up in these games, then they can win the game. If United turn up, then United will win the game. We've got to get that tempo right from the start. Hi Mark, big game today. Come United, where was your last United stand? You said be back 5 minutes, you didn't return, says Man United list. Yeah, I got involved with a game of Monopoly. Kieran Byrne, would you add a centre-back who isn't number one target in January window if you knew you could get your number one centre-back target in the summer? Happy New Year, says Kieran Byrne. Well, I'll ask you. I'll ask all of you this. If I'm Man United manager now, and Ed Woodward says to me, you can have Upamecano or Alaba in the summer, or you can have Badiashile or Pau Torres now. What do you want to do? 100%, I'm going to say Badiashile or Torres now, Ed. And you know why? Because I ain't waiting with you. You'll mess it up anyway. But no, realistically, also, I can't win the title in the summer. If you don't give me that centre-back now, I could lose 5 games, finish 5th and lose my job. Like, if I don't finish in the top 4, these fans will force me out and you won't give me a new contract. So I want to win the title, but I also want to get in the top 4. That's my priority. And if Eric Bailly gets injured like he will, I'm back using Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire, and we got all sorts of problems on again. So I would take the centre-back right now. Win Liverpool and their centre-backs out. Board has to invest, says Adnam. And easy win. That Grealish lad is about as useful as an ashtray on a motorbike, says Egg Fried Ruiz. And Mark, I've done that one from Kieran Byrne. Happy New Year, Mark. Quick question. Do you think Martial or Cavani will start? And who do you want to start up front, says HD News. Well, HD News, I've got some breaking HD news for you. Cavani will not be starting. He's banned for 3 games. This is why you need to watch the United stand every time we go live, really. Marvellous. So I want Martial to start. Marvellous 216. Happy New Year. And the United stand fam. I promise to join if I saw another KG solo. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Marvellous 216. I want us to get the whole this year is our year vibe. I see if we are thereabouts in February or March, I'd get really excited, says Agro Entro. Well, look, realistically, I don't want to hype this up, but this is something that I was looking at the other day, and I will read it out to you because it will really bring home the importance of the game against Aston Villa tonight. And where people are saying, we've played 15 games at the moment, right? Well, watch what I'm going to do here. And I have heard people say, if we get to 20 games and we're in a title race, then we're in a title race, right? Because obviously, this is a little bit false. This is, in a normal season, we're at the start of December because the season started a little bit later than it normally would. So it's not really Christmas in comparable to other years. So when people say, if you're top at Christmas, you've got a great chance of winning, it's not really correlating with this one. But... so, we've got Aston Villa in the league tonight, and then we've got Burnley. So that's 2 games. If you win those 2 games, we've played, 17 games? We then play Liverpool, but then we play Fulham, and then we play Sheffield United. Okay, so that's like, out of our next 5 games, we would expect to win 4 if we beat Villa tonight. The Liverpool game, well, that's just a massive game. To be fair, I'm not going to disrespect them. We've got Arsenal away after that. That could be, you never know. But then we've got Southampton at home. You would hope to win that. We've got Everton at home. You would hope to win that. West Brom away, you would hope to win that. Then we've got Newcastle at home, you would hope to win that. Then it's Chelsea away, tough game. Man City away, tough game. West Ham at home, you'd hope to win that. Palace away, you'd hope to win that. Brighton at home, you'd hope to win that. Tottenham away, tough game. Burnley at home, you'd hope to win that. Leeds away, I'd expect to win that. Liverpool at home at the start of May. Villa away. Leicester at home. Fulham at home. Wolves away. You look at the fixtures that we've got. There are difficult games there. Of course they are. And I haven't just won us the league in a minute by going through the fixtures. But you know what I mean? We have got Liverpool, but sandwiched either side of Liverpool are 12 points. If we win tonight, I think we'll beat Burnley. And whatever happens against Liverpool, I think we'll beat Fulham and Sheffield United. So I am confident, but tonight, really, this is why I said it before the Wolves game. If we beat Wolves and we beat Villa tonight, I think we're in a title race. And it's not because it's January the 1st and we beat Villa. It's because I think we'll beat Burnley, Fulham and Sheffield United. And then that Liverpool game, obviously, is just a one-off super game. But we won't be out of the title race if we lose at Anfield if we beat Burnley, Villa, Sheffield United and Fulham. We'll just be 3 points behind them at worst. And we've got them to play at home. Have you made new Man United T-shirt United Stand 2021, says Man United Lists. I don't know what you mean. Saw an article in Manchester Evening News today saying Liverpool players are confident of toppling Liverpool at Anfield. Your thoughts on that? Too early. If that's why we're talking about Liverpool, that's not title-winning mentality to be talking about Liverpool in 2 Premier League games time. Talk about Aston Villa. Talk about Burnley. The whole point of winning a title is you don't wander past the next game. Every game is a cup final. You don't wander past it because what if Bruno gets sent off against Burnley? Well, the chances of winning against Liverpool are somewhat limited there. Excuse me. Want to shout out my brave partner Steve for overcoming nodular melanoma and agreeing to become my wife, says Josh Sutton. That's absolutely fantastic news for Steve. Thanks for sharing that with us, Josh. Big shout out to Steve there. I've read that one from Nikhil, and also not getting excited for the title just yet. United can beat anyone, but United are also capable of losing to anyone, says Scott Bennett. Right, just going to have a quick look here. We've got some twats just retweeted the bloody team from December the 1st, 2019. I thought it was real for a minute. I was just about to do that. I was just about to say, oh my God, Lindelof's playing. I really hope Lindelof isn't playing. Nothing against Victor Lindelof, but I really hope he's not. He isn't playing today. Do not want to see Lindelof. Want to see Bay, and I want to see Maguire. So let me just come back here. So we've got that's not the team. That's the team I would like to see because we know we've got no Cavani at the moment. So there we go. As I said, please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, we're trying to get up to 940,000 tonight, but we've got to get to 938,000 first. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. We're live every morning at 10 a.m. We're live every night at 8 o'clock. We've got match reactions, player rating shows, everything interactive and live. Man United's #1 fan channel, unofficial of course, because we say it how it is. And you can get involved. Bottom right hand corner, it's free to subscribe. Please do that. We have hit 938,000, so we're going for 939 now. Thank you very much for Max Gardner for confirming that. Team news is coming out very soon. My wife thought I sneezed when you did that. Bless you, says Gold Peace Prosperity. And will Aston Villa play Ethan Roberts at left back, says Taylor Jones. No, surely not. The best left back in they've got to play France's best left back. They've got to play Targay. Fantastic left back Targay, and surely they will pick him. Mark, I'm not going to lie, after reading out the fixtures, I'm very confident we can win this year. Like you say, consistency is the key. Happy New Year, says Donato. That's the thing for me. That is the thing for me. Whatever you think about Man United being in a title race or not, it really does come down to consistency. That's what it comes down to. Consistency. Can we stay consistent this season? If we stay consistent this season, then yes, we can do very, very good things. If we don't stay consistent this season, then and do what we've been doing for the last few years, we won't be in a title race. But we're masters of our own downfall, and we're masters of our own success here. Can you win? Can you do it? And if you can, happy days. Absolutely happy days. So, a few super chats to read out here. Happy New Year, Mark, and to all the United stand. Cheers for all the content over the years. Watched you and Flex at Old Trafford again yesterday. Must have been amazing. Hashtag 3 assists as Ollie's at the wheel. That feels so long ago now. Playing at Old Trafford with a couple, and I got a couple of assists. You know, you know what? I was absolutely gutted because I got to play at Old Trafford in this game, and Flex did score. And I was brilliant that day. I was playing in midfield. I was basically playing the Bruno role. And I was playing the Bruno role before Bruno played the Bruno role. And I just felt a bit disappointed at the end of the game because Flex had actually scored and I got 2 assists. And I was like, oh, you know, the goal scorer gets all the credit. But now, 2 years later, I'm the better player anyway. But assists are important. But I did have a really good chance. I went running through one-on-one. I did a 1-2 and I went running through on one and I just didn't get the shot out my foot. And then I had another chance on the edge of the box in front of the Stretford end. I was just ready to hit it. Pass came across the face of the box. 2 defenders in front of me. I'm going to try and curl it in the top corner. And then Ji-Sung Park appears from nowhere and bloody tackles me. I was like, oh my God. I'd even had a look round. You know when the pass is coming to you, have a little look to see if anyone's there. I'm like, yes. Bloody Ji-Sung Park appears from nowhere and just nicks it out of my bloody pocket. But I got a couple of assists. And it was... the opposition had Wes Brown and Ji-Sung Park on it. So... Mark, it looks like Alaba is heading to Madrid. Do you think going for Varane for 80 million is a good idea, says Nazar Haran. The lineup is out. Let's get it. So, Pogba's starting. Fred's starting. McTominay is starting. Luke Shaw's starting. Wan-Bissaka, Bruno. Maguire, Bailly. Luke Shaw, obviously. Martial, Rashford. So, We've got Lingard's on the bench today. Mata's on the bench. Greenwood, Van der Beek, Dan James, Alex Telles, Tuanzebe, Henderson, Greenwood. So Pogba starts is the big story there. I did say he might start Pogba, and you know, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I don't even dare look at the live comments. Really, because people are going to be going, what does Donny van der Beek have to do to get a start? And I do get that. But the reality is, we're in a title race here, people. What if... it started in the live comments. So yeah, sorry, Donny. You're not in the team. Let me just change this. No Donny van der Beek again. I tell you what, I shouldn't have even put him there. I knew he wouldn't start. So Donny van der Beek doesn't start. I'm going to say we're playing like this. I might be wrong, but I just feel that we're going to play like this. It could be a diamond. Of course it could. Obviously, Telles isn't playing as well. It's Luke Shaw, so let's get Luke Shaw in. Go there, and then I'll come back. So that's the team. David De Gea in goal. Eric Bailly and Harry Maguire up front. Sorry, not up front. Centre-backs. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. Fred, McTominay, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford and Martial. No place for Donny van der Beek. I think we totally expected that. All I'm going to say is please don't take it as a negative. Just take it as a disappointment. We're trying to win this game. That team's more than good enough to win the game. We're in a bloody title race if we win tonight. We can't be losing our temper about Donny van der Beek. It is an issue. I don't understand the issue. I think every time he's played a game, he's played well. It's not like we're saying pick him based off nothing. Like, we've seen him play 3 or 4 times for United and he's been really good. And I think he would be good. But, you know, I can't keep going on about it. You know, a lot of people saying it's a diamond. I'm not changing it to a diamond. I'm not changing it to a diamond because I don't think it will be a diamond. If it is a diamond, I'll change it in game. But I think we're going to see, as we've seen before, it probably won't be a diamond. It'll be McTominay and Fred with Bruno in the number 10 and Pogba off to the left. Sorry to say, why play Pogba when he isn't committed, says Salah Ahmed. And very happy with the lineup, says Tom O'Duff. And also... Free Van der Beek is absolutely trending, of course. I get it. I don't get why he doesn't get to play games. It's our 3rd game in a week. He hasn't started any of them. Matic has started, of course. He's not starting tonight. Solid team. Hoping with McFred we can see Pogba playing more attacking, says Hugh Anderson. And it's a bloody diamond, says... yeah, but you know the people who are saying it's a diamond? We recently played with Pogba and Fred and McTominay and Bruno, and it wasn't a diamond. Pogba played off the left. So I'm not changing it to a diamond until the game kicks off because we haven't really actually played a diamond for quite a while. So I'm not going to put it as a diamond. You might be right. I'll change it at when the game kicks off. But we have played recently with this same midfield four, and Pogba's played off the left. So, please congratulate Jordan Bobby Wind on the new job. I like Van der Beek, but we are second without hardly using him. Who's to say we'd be second if we did, says Martin Dest Orban. And solid team. Yeah, we've read that from Hugh Anderson. Hey Mark, Donny should have handed in a transfer request. Poor guy, God forbid. But if Bruno gets injured, we are screwed. Your thoughts, says ACAT. I mean, look, I've heard people say about Van der Beek that if Bruno gets injured, then he'll pick him. But if Bruno does get injured, Donny van der Beek's hardly playing any football, so chucking him into the team when he's not used to playing is a bit of a mistake as well, isn't it? So, but this team is too strong for Villa. I know that can obviously get clipped up, but I think this team is too strong for Villa, and it should win without too many problems. Greenwood's on the bench, Van der Beek's on the bench, Matic is on the bench, Mata's on the bench, Lingard's on the bench, Dan James is on the bench. 2 defenders, Alex Telles and Axel Tuanzebe. Hi Mark, I love the United stand, love the content. Do you think Pogba has the right attributes to play on the left wing? Happy New Year to everyone, says Fiore Media. Pogba's got to work hard because Aston Villa are going to work hard. I mean, look, if I'm absolutely honest with you, I probably would have picked Van der Beek instead of Pogba because I think you're going to have to work hard against Aston Villa. But then again, we're going to play so high up. Maybe he just thinks that we can press the life out of them high up the pitch and get Pogba on the ball. People need to be calm. Rashford, Pogba and Bruno is the best option at the moment. Who would you drop for them? Van der Beek will play soon. Otherwise, Ollie wouldn't play him in the Champions League, says Chelsea. And it's 41212 Mark on Google. Jay, somebody tell Jay that MUTV app, OneFootball, Google and everybody else who predicts what the lineup is consistently wrong. And I'm going to stick with that one until the game kicks off, because even Sky Sports will have it's this lineup and then it isn't. Do anyone watch Goldbridge watch a match? Wow, some of the tweets are so funny and cringe, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. And people overhype Donny. He's been average when he's played. No, he hasn't. AZ. I'm sorry. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Donny van der Beek has not been average when he has played matches for Manchester United. He hasn't been average at all. So that's bullshit, and it is. He's actually played really, really wrong. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the formation is when the game kicks off. But I'm not going to check it. So I'm not going to change it because it's just a waste of my time to change it when it might not change. So anyway, I want to just talk about the Villa team and then we'll get Flex on. Aston Villa. I mean, look, Villa's team could be quite interesting as well because how they line up. That's not Aston Villa's account. What's Aston Villa's official account? Why are Aston Villa not got an official account? There we go. AFC FC. Okay, so the Aston Villa side is Martinez, Cash, Konza, Tyrone Mings comes back and Targate at left back, McGinn and Douglas Luiz, Traore, Grealish, El Ghazi and Watkins. Ross Barkley is not fit enough for the bench. He was meant to be back for this game, but he's not fit enough for the bench. But Tyrone Mings comes back in. Now, I don't know whether Grealish will play number 10 or he'll play off the left. They have got Traore, Grealish and El Ghazi. So, interesting. But look, you look at that Villa team. They're doing fantastic. They're doing really well to be where they are at the moment, Aston Villa. But you look at that Aston Villa side. Martinez, Cash, Konza, Mings, Targay, McGinn, Louise, Traore, Grealish, El Ghazi, Watkins. We should be beating that team. When you compare it to that team there, we should be beating that team. And that's what we need to do tonight. Go and win the game. Win the game. I think Donny must be doing something wrong in training or just struggling. Free the bake, says anyway, anything with Tom. Mark, any thoughts about Anthony Elanga? Says Seaborn Gracias. Hi Mark, what's your prediction for the score? 3-1. Victor Liang. Love you mate, says Fernando Martinez. That's it. That's the super chat. Cheers. And also, I can't think of any reason why Donny van der Beek don't start. Is it because he's not performing in training? I don't know. I really don't know. And could have been a game for James maybe. Villa won't sit back like Wolves did. They'll come and have a go at us. They won't show us respect, says Scott Bennett. No, I don't. I've watched Villa play a few times. I do think that they will come and have a. I don't think they will come and have a go at us. I mean, they're not Leeds. Villa's got nothing on the bench on paper, says Robert McCormack. I think look. I watched Villa go to Stamford Bridge. They've had two really tough games actually. Villa, Stamford Bridge, and then Old Trafford. They got a point at Stamford Bridge, and I wouldn't say they went gung ho there. I think they fancied their chances if they got chances, and they did have a few. But they were defensively well organised, and I think they'll be defensively well organised for this one today as well. So I don't agree that they'll. I don't agree that it'd be a game for Dan James. And if it did become a game for Dan James, maybe bring Dan James on. He's off the bench, isn't he? Flex, can you hear me? Flex,
Yo.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the team?
Don't mind it at all. I would agree. I kind of thought it's more of a Pogba coming from the left situation as opposed to a diamond, but you never know. It could be a diamond. But I think it would probably be Pogba from the left, but you don't know until we kick off. I think it's attacking. I think we're in the moment again where I'm not really being too critical with the team selections, because one is it's been working. Everyone's confident. Everyone's playing well. We got through it against Wolves in the last minute, but that shows great resilience. So Ollie's obviously picking the right teams, and that team's got balance. I did think McTominay and Fred would probably play in this. I think what's going to be really important is McTominay, if he's playing to the right hand side of that two next to Fred, which he probably will, is him going into the left wing position to try and Grealish is going to be playing as a number 10 actually. So just having McTominay in there to kind of be around Grealish, because he will float and we need to be on him. You need to be on him. And it'll probably be Traore on one side and El Ghazi on the other. So I'm not expecting them to get the better in one-on-ones too much against Wan-Bissaka and Shaw. But Grealish is the main one. And if you've got Fred and McTominay in around where Grealish is going to be, yes, they're going to concede a couple fouls because Grealish just always gets fouled. He's that good. I don't think he can go a game without getting fouled. But if we can minimise it into him and focus on our own strengths, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm confident we're going to win it. I think that, there's a lot of people unhappy in the live comments about Donny van der Beek. Hi, Mark, can you shout out my mate? Says Josh Sawford. I don't know how you say that. So, and actually, I know exactly what you're doing, so you can get deleted. We still get people who do super chats. It's really sad. In 2021, we still get people who do super chats and try and put two words together so that we'll say a racial term. Really sad. So if anyone sees that super chat from Josh Sawford, if you click the three circles, you can report it. And he's paid to do that. So you can basically report a racist and he will be absolutely shitting himself now. So please do report his super chat, because he's an idiot. And whether he's used mummy's credit card or not, he's tried to get us to say something racist. He's therefore a racist himself. Report him. It's 2021, and his arse will be going like a bunny's nose right now. You shouldn't have done it, Josh. You're not very clever, are you?
And you know what? Just quickly. That goes on all types of comments like that, whether they're sexist, whether they're racist, whether they're discriminatory against it. Just report them, guys. Let's get these people out of our community.
Mark Holder, if you could sign one player, who would it be? For me, it'd be Upamecano or David Alaba flex. I want a centre back. Don't know about you.
Yeah, centre back's got to be centre back, man. It really has to be centre back. I think because you can see what's going to happen. The more we keep playing Bailly and he gets through it, it might be great, but we just know. Hopefully we're wrong, but you just know what it's like with Bailly. He is going to get an injury, man. He will. It's just not sustainable. So for the long term, we're going to need one anyway. So I would definitely go for a centre half. Because sometimes as well, the team is actually playing well. And when you kind of make too many changes or just do changes for the sake of buying, just to, we're not, we're healthy up front, I'd say. I think in the long run, we need a defensive midfielder, but I'm not in a super rush to get one in this January window. We're showing that in this season with how it's panning out, we've got enough into compete in there. Donny van der Beek is sixth choice. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be in a rush. I would wait till the summer to get that position filled. And like I said, as forward line, we're pretty healthy as well. And Amad Diallo coming in, look, people are hyping him up like he's flipping Neymar. I know he's very highly tipped, but let's just let the kid come in and see. He might even have to go into the reserves for a little bit. He might not even be with us. So let's just hold our fire with that. But we have spent 37 million quid on him, so that he will be in the first team at some point.
How important will Shaw and Wan-Bissaka be today? And if we see Van der Beek is going to play in place of Pogba, so I guess second in the list in the pecking order, if we take into consideration that McFred will start, says Deepak Singh. Why did you retreat the Aubameyang thing? Just seems sad trying to get other players banned, says Lorcan Smith. I don't know what you're talking about, Lorcan. I'm not going to talk about what I tweet. If people want to go and check it, they can. It's not an Arsenal channel. I'm not talking about Arsenal. Mark, keep an eye on Jules Koundé. French plays for Sevilla. We've done a video on him, Jams. I think he's fantastic. And Curtis Russell, Happy New Year, Mark. My girlfriend hates when I watch you, but it is what it is. Go Manchester United. I mean, look, in relation to the game today, let's bring it back. I think this will be a 4-4-2 diamond with McTominay man-marking Grealish, says Abhishek. And can I please have a big shout-out for Dan? He's an absolute baller, says Golden Goose. And also, when Aaron Wan-Bissaka empties his pocket tomorrow, can we expect Grealish to come out of that, says Nikhil. West Ham have just scored with 5 minutes to go. They were looking like the best team against Everton, and they have just scored.
Bloody hell.
It's a good hit. He's onside as well.
84th minute.
You're a bit quiet, Flex, I think some people are saying. But I was going to say there, somebody just said there, Subham says United stand is awesome. Thank you, Subham. People talking about there that it could be McTominay man-marking Jack Grealish. Are you that concerned about Jack Grealish? Because, I look at the players that we've got. Pogba's on the pitch, Bruno's on the pitch, Rashford's on the pitch, Martial's on the pitch. Look, Jack Grealish is a good player, but is this not the game that should we really be going into a game man-marking Jack Grealish?
No, not man marking. I wouldn't say man marking. I don't think he needs that. But what he does need, to be completely respectful to how good he actually is he does need somebody picking him up though. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? When we're in transition, we need to be organised and we need to be aware of where he is. Not like a Herrera on Hazard job that he done at Old Trafford where he followed him around the pitch everywhere. But he needs to kind of when they do have the ball, we need someone on him. We can't let him just happily run at us, nice and comfortable, drop a shoulder, bounce a couple passes. And that's why I believe Fred and McTominay come into this, because I think if you played Matic and Pogba in there against McGinn and Grealish in central areas, and they obviously got Louise, they got legs. And I think if you rough up the engine room and stop the supply through to Grealish, or when Grealish does get it, get 2-3 players around him, or at least a couple, rough him up, make him either play backwards, which is difficult to do, or stop him making killer passes, or put him on his arse, because that is what you got to do to Grealish. You have got to kick him a bit because he is that good.
Well, then you're right. You go down if you don't kick him as well.
Exactly. That is the sort of player he is. He'll probably get a yellow card. He gets booked all the time for just moaning and he is just that guy. You know what I mean? But he's got bags of ability, and you got to respect how good he is by not giving him too much freedom. But it's not like you got to base your whole team to everyone must stop Jack Grealish, because like you said, we've got Rashford running there. Exactly, we got Rashford running the other way. We got Paul Pogba, we got Bruno, we got Martial. The list goes on. So they need to be worried about us, but they're in a good moment, and we can't take it for granted. It will be a difficult game.
Odds on Bay making it 90 minutes, Mark. Hoping for a couple of first goals so we can free Van der Beek. Happy New Year, says Sam Claridge. Thank you, pal. I have Diallo on Football Manager. It's quite accurate and he's doing well for me so far. Big up all the United stand of community, says Tyrone Williams. When will Rashford get a rest? We've overplayed him last season during this time when he was banged up and he got hurt, says Jack O'Reilly. Ayub Chairi says, you and Flex have really helped me through this year. I've been struggling mentally. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Stay strong, mate. I know it's going to be difficult for another couple of months, but hopefully we can keep the football going, because I think it helps a lot of people.
Sure.
Lorcan Smith says, only worry about being in the title races that defeats and wins feel bigger and impact my day more, says Lorcan. And who do you need to be the most window? Arsenal are apparently going for Isco and Lamptey. Should United try and fight them for Lamptey, says Lanalas in pyjamas. And
Lamptey today.
How is life, Goldbridge? Andy G. Good. Yeah, I mean, look, I think that we've got to. I'm with you. I would, if I was taking a right back, it would be Lamptey. But I know we've spoken about Max Aarons before. Kieran Trippier has been mentioned, but it's neither of the positions I actually think we need to strengthen in. So for me, right back can wait till the summer. Yeah,
I agree. It goes back to what the dream is to have in this January, and I think the centre half is it. Some people will argue again, though, that look, he's showing that he can do it, and maybe he can be fit this year.
There, will he?
But we have not been in this position for such a long time. I don't want to risk it on banking on Eric Bailly staying fit, because
it would be the most stupid thing ever to just think. Let's hope.
I think that's going to happen, though. I think that's going to happen, because there's not really loads of noise about a centre back, is there really? at
It's
the
a fan
moment,
thing, and it's a right thing, but it does seem to be a fan thing.
But nothing out there from the journos that we trust or some of the insiders that we speak to. There's no real noises of knocking on the doors of a centre half, which might mean that, you know, how do we not know, Mark? And this is just me being sceptical that they've got their target as a set of a centre half that they want, but they just can't get him in until the summer. You know, we don't want us to be kind of throwing good money after bad. And making poor signings and rushing. I know we're in a title race, and I know we do need one. But if they said to you, "Look, we just can't get a Upamecano until the summer. We got to wait." Are you going to just say, "Just buy anyone just to fill the gap"? You're not. You're going to say, "You know what? Between Tuanzebe and Bailly, surely both of them got to be one or the other's got to be fit to help out." So, yeah, you know what? The more you look at it, you probably might get away with it, Mark. You might get away with it, man.
Eric Bailly gets injured, you're back using Lindelof and Maguire again, and that's just not
but
good.
then Tuanzebe's there, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he doesn't use him at all.
But he would have to.
Tuanzebe's just... Tuanzebe, to be honest, you might want to check his bloody passport or something, because he's like... Tuanzebe is just... I mean, actually, I want to talk about this. Let me just read these super chats. We just have to contain Grealish, says Kevin Mowry. Can't fly into tackles on him. PJ Pennington says, Happy New Year, gents. Come on, United. Thanks, mate. Happy New Year. We are worrying about buying, but we have Mengi, who would be starting playing at Ajax, and we would spend 60 to buy. And Anger is better than James, says Darth Revan. And what do you think about Liverpool apparently buying the young Dutch centre-back from Lille, says Dave Ramsey. Well, I think Liverpool will buy a centre-back, and that just shows the difference between the clubs, because they know they need a centre-back and they'll probably buy one. We know we need a centre-back and we probably won't. Bob says, genuine question, why does United not buy Alan St Maximin from Newcastle, or try to? He's a brilliant talent. Yeah, maybe in the summer. And do you think the occasion of potentially being level on points for Liverpool could get to the players tonight? Well, we'll talk about that in a bit, Ashley, because we've got to get the tempo right tonight. We didn't against Wolves. But you talk about Tuanzebe there, Flex. A lot of people very unhappy about Donny van der Beek. What do you think about that? And also, is it not a similar situation to Tuanzebe? Because we've been talking about Tuanzebe as a fan base and as a community and as a live chat since that game against PSG, where he played very well against Neymar and Mbappe. You know, two of the best strikers in the world. He played well. If I'm Tuanzebe and Ollie's saying to me, I don't think you're quite ready yet, actually, I'd say, hold on a minute. I played brilliant against Mbappe and against Neymar, and you know,
played shit against Istanbul though.
I did play shit against Istanbul, but I'd expect a little bit more credit for what I did against Mbappe, and you know, I would have expected a little bit more game time. And basically, Donny van der Beek could say the same. You know, I came on against Newcastle, I was brilliant. I played, you know, he played a couple of other games, I was brilliant. Tuanzebe is basically just what Van der Beek is. I don't know why people don't talk about Tuanzebe more, really, because I like Eric Bailly, but personally, if we don't want to buy a centre-back, the better person to go with is Tuanzebe, because Eric Bailly, and I hope I'm wrong on this, will get injured. And also, Eric Bailly's not this great defender anyway. I like Eric because he allows us to play up higher up the pitch, and he's super fast. But where was his marking on Vardy last weekend? He's not super.
He's not perfect. He's not.
So I think Tuanzebe should be there as much as Van der Beek.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. And that's what I mean. Long term, we know that, you know, Eric Bailly is probably not the right man. We like him, and he's a fan favorite, and he plays in a crazy way, and he has this kind of, you know, doesn't give a shit attitude. But I just feel like the centre back doesn't seem like it's going to happen. And if you're playing laws of averages from January to May/April, you're thinking between those two, I reckon they could be fit. Bailly will get injured, but then, like you said, Tuanzebe's there.
The problem is, good win for West Ham there. They've won 1-0 at Goodison Park. Very good win. The trouble is, if Eric Bailly gets injured, it's not just the player getting injured, is it? It's a whole change in the way you're going to play. Eric Bailly going to play high up. I think Maguire looked better the other day because of that. He knows he's not got to be too worried about the ball over the top. With Eric Bailly in the team, that's what it allows. But you know, if Eric Bailly gets injured, he's going to go back to Lindelof, which means we're going to play deep, we're going to bubble wrap them, and then we become a different side again.
Is Lindelof on the bench?
No.
So really, at the moment, Lindelof's just injured anyway. I think the real interesting period is going to come is when Lindelof gets fit, because I still think he puts Lindelof straight back in.
Oh yeah, he's done that so many times, hasn't he?
So then we're just going to go back to...
And then you tactically lose that ability of having pace at the back, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right, though. It is. I mean, look, it is a fan theory. We're all saying buy a centre back. There's not huge noise, although there is that story. There is the story that Solskjaer wants a top class centre back. We know that.
Yeah.
We don't know
But
whether he wants it in January. He might be waiting for the summer.
Yeah, he might want it now, but I think the realistic element of it is it's not going to happen now, is it? Really? I mean, who really? By and large, I think in the end Liverpool ended up getting Van Dijk in January, didn't they? But that was under different. Did they get him in January? I think they did.
They did,
but anyway, it's different. Yeah, because they couldn't get him in the summer and got done for trying to tap him up. Then they called their interest, but they still waited and got the guy they really want. I just think that you look at if it's in Upamecano, look, they're still in the Champions League. They're just not. It's just not going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's unrealistic also for us to believe it's going to happen unless we're happy for the club to just fling money after just a fast centre back just to get us through when we've got 2 fast centre backs there. Don't get me wrong, they're injury prone, but we only need him to be fit. And this might sound harsh, but this is the truth. We only need him to be fit for the next 3 months, 4 months.
It's a lot of games, those 3 games a week. I mean, I agree with Man United.
Yeah, but they won't be playing. They're not going to be playing in 3 games a week, though. That's what I'm saying. By Ian Tuanzebe. They're going to get a lot of time off because once Lindelof's fit, he ain't going to play them. So then really you just bring them in when you need.
League with Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire. I've got to stay consistent on that one. I don't think we can. I don't think we can. And Man United lists is right. I think you can't trust Tuanzebe and Bay because of their injury records. You can't trust. Look, it's not just my words. I mean, there's plenty of pundits have said it. Rio Ferdinand said they give him nightmares, Maguire and Lindelof. So it's not just fans who think it. Then they make us play in a certain way and they make us play deep and. Everyone's nervy, and I think we've got to buy a centre back. But whether we're going to get one in January, do you think what business do you think we will do in January? I suppose the January transfer window I think opens tomorrow, not today. Casido looks like being a signing, but whether we use him, it could be like Palestri, and we might not use him this year. So.
We seem to be doing a lot of that right now, don't we? I think there's definitely been a shift in that. I don't know how much of it was to do with the failure of Sancho, and then they dipped into a little bit and bought 2 wingers in Ahmad and Palestri for the future. But it's interesting because the Caicedo deal looks very similar to that. Young, up and coming. Not loads of people know about him all around the world. It's not like you have to go and spend 80, 90 million plus. It's just, you get it done, 20 million odd, whatever. No, he's cheaper than that, isn't he? But, you know what I mean? We don't seem to be going down that route. So I think the right back situation will probably happen. I can see that. There's a lot of murmurs about that. I think we'll look for competition for Wan-Bissaka. And at best, I think we get...
It's funny though, wouldn't it, just on that? Because if we get Luke... You've got your Luke Shaw and you've got Tellez, which I think is really good. If you got like a Max Aarons in, then obviously you've got competition at your fullback positions, which I think is really important, because...
Good for the long run. Yeah.
Well, also, Wan-Bissaka doesn't get forward very well. He's been a bit inconsistent. I think he desperately does need competition. But the centre-back pairing would still be the issue. I think it's the vulnerable. I think we've got loads of cover in the midfield. I mean, we're playing 2 midfields almost every other game.
We've almost got too much.
Yeah. Up front we look all right. But yeah, I would love us to buy a centre-back. And I do think there are options there. But
I don't think they'll go for him. I think they've got their centre-back target, but I think it's for the summer because they can't physically get him in. And to be fair, one thing that United are doing right now, we are kind of waiting for the right players, it does seem.
But the funny thing is, who is the centre-back target? Because we've heard that we're not in the race for Upamecano anymore from quite good sources about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And Alaba, apparently, we're not in for either. So everyone said, we're waiting for the signing.
There'll be someone plucked out the blue that we were flipping it, didn't expect that, or a young up-and-coming player.
Which you could get in January anyway.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can, but I don't know. I think surely they would do it if they... Well, no. The way we move, actually, that's quite logical. Surely, if we could get the player in, we would. No, that's not how we move. But I'll be very surprised if we got a centre half in this window. Because also, I'm thinking, I know we shouldn't give a shit, yeah. But let me just play devil's advocate. Like you talk about integrating players and stuff like that. Because you've got like Eric Bailly playing well for the first time in a while, and he's fit, and he probably feels the best he's ever felt. Tuanzebe kind of waiting for his chance. Does Solskjaer risk kind of? And the players are in a good moment. Does Solskjaer risk kind of upsetting the dressing room where the other players can think, oh no, that's a bit sad on Eric, man. We've wanted Eric. We've all got behind Eric. We wanted Eric to do well. Or do you think, nah, sod it. Like you're in the title race, just do it. It's just something to think about because we think as fans, sod it. Go and get this player. Doesn't matter. Bring him in, start him straight away, drop Lindelof, play him with Maguire, done. But in reality, in a workplace, it don't really work like that, does it?
No, and Ollie's definitely got his favourites, and I think he puts favouritism over new players. We can see that with Van der Beek. I mean, 35 million, your biggest summer signing, he may as well not be there, you know. And I'm not saying this from a point of view that I'm angry with Ollie or anything like that. I find it's a very sad and disappointing and confusing situation with Van der Beek. But I'll hold what I said half an hour ago. If we win tonight, we're in a title race. So, you know, would we be in a title race if Van der Beek was playing and Pogba wasn't? You know, you just don't know. But
exactly,
you raise a good point, because you buy Van der Beek, you expect him to be involved. 6 months later, he's not. You buy a centre back in January, doesn't mean he's going to get picked. You know, Ollie has shown this favouritism towards the older people. And look, you know, Pogba's starting again. You know, I didn't think Pogba would start today. I wanted to ask you about that. Pogba starts again today. Matic goes back to the bench. I'm sure someone like Nemanja Matic probably thinks, hold on a minute, I'm pretty loyal to the club. I'm back on the bench. Pogba's not back on the bench. He's starting again. And 3 weeks ago, his agent's saying how much he hates being here, 100% he's going to leave, this, that and the other.
Yeah.
He starts another game.
That is tactical, though, because I think he needs the legs of Fred Mctominy for this game. I think he was always going to go with that. And I think if Cavani's fit, I don't think Pogba starts.
Yeah, which is why I would have played Van der Beek, to be honest. But, you know,
exactly.
I ain't got to... I mean, Pogba's a good player. It's not... I'm not turning this into, you know, Pogba over Van der Beek. It's Ollie's choice, and ultimately I want to win. I think we will win. Hey, Martin, Happy New Year from Prague. Can you shout out my mate Rayo and say he's a good lad? He's just recovering from COVID and we're doing our own watch-along tonight, says Philip. There you go. Shout out to Rayo. And we shouldn't forget about Delo, who's doing really well at Milan, and he's also better than Max Aarons. Love the show. Yeah, but Z, I would give up on Delo because Ollie had Delo last season, never used Delo. Used Fosu Mensah at left back over Delo. Yeah. So
when that happened,
he don't rate Delo, does he? We're not going to see Delo back.
No, he doesn't, and that's you know, that's quite sad really, because you know I couldn't see where he was going to fit in, so I was kind of behind his loan. I was like, look, I wanted him to get a chance, but Ollie clearly made his mind up on him. Clearly, like when you bring back Fosu Mensah, Palace away, completely out of the blue, it was like, what the hell? And I remember Dalot played against Brighton, didn't he? Ran in the Carabao Cup from nowhere, and then that was it. He was gone. So yeah, I can't see him coming back. Once you make your mind up like that as a manager, you get very few, unless it's the really young ones where you're literally going to let them get some football to bring them back, like a Dean Henderson. You don't normally get them out like that and then bring them back and then they play.
Greg Basham says, Bay has always been a player that intrigued me with his athleticism and tenacity. In a perfect world where he stays healthy, can he be our man? I think you've described the reasons why he can't stay fit, because he does things with his body that normal people won't do, and when you do that, you lead yourself to being injured. Just watching the game, I remember actually I was at Centre Parks for this. It was December 2019, but it was last season that we played them. 2-2 draw. Grealish scored a good game. I seem to recall Ollie was in a bit of problems then as well. It was
Ollie, great. Grealish scored top bins, mate. What a goal that was!
We sort of did. We were a bit up and down over Christmas. Then we went in January. We lost to Burnley, and then we got Bruno in and never looked back. So again, it's another game flex where, you know, we did draw this last year, and if we win this game, it shows you though that progress. But the big thing for me tonight is 33 points, 16 games played, joint top with Liverpool. All right, their goal difference is better, but that's because of bloody Palace. You know, the reality is we win today, we are joint top after Christmas for 2 days, regardless. And that is something we've got to get the tempo right. I think we spoke before the Wolves game and we were like, it's going to be hard. Wolves are a good team, they're well organised. And then we spent a lot of that game, you know, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, everybody, to be fair. I don't want to single anyone out. It was a great result, but everybody's passing was bad.
It was, yeah.
What do you think we will do that again, or do you think that we will
really hard?
Do you think it, because you know, ultimately we were lucky to win that game. I'm very happy that we did, but we weren't there.
No.
What are you thinking about tonight? Do you think we'll see a different United, or a more nervous United?
You've always got to worry about that, a slow start. I mean, but to be on the flip side of that, the 2 games before that in Leeds and who was it? Leeds and Sheffield United. I can't remember when we started quick. No, Sheffield United. We went down, didn't we? Leeds and someone else. I can't remember who it was. and we started well. And Leicester, I thought we did all right against.
Yeah.
Started well.
Well,
and we
Everton
should have
last
scored.
week were fantastic the first half an hour.
And Everton. So yeah, that was it. So you include the Carabao Cup and the Leeds game and the game I just said, Leicester. When in that first half an hour, we should have scored a couple, and then we did actually score. You could actually say we had been starting quite well in those games, and then it was a bit of a not shock, but it was a bit of a drop off against Wolves. So it's basically it's inconsistent in this period of time, is what I'm saying. In the Christmas period where the games are coming so fast, I don't think we can put our hands on our hearts and say we're definitely going to start fast or we're definitely not going to start quick, because we just don't know, because we've seen the good and the bad. So yeah, I mean, I don't envisage though Villa being all over us. I can see us maybe being a bit sloppy again, but I think Villa will be very tactical about how they play. But again, they'll look to get Grealish on the ball. That is the biggest thing. They will look to get him on the ball, running at our defence, making things happen. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see, man.
Michael Southcombe, thanks for the super chat. He says, Happy New Year to you all. Question for you both from my father. We both watch the show. Do we get a centre-half in now or stick with what we have till summer? And if we do you think, who do you think would suit us best? Thank you, Michael, and your father. And hi, Mark. Can you say hi to Brandon Scarhill back in Westport Island? You're his idol and he's destroyed. He couldn't meet you in Dublin. He thinks Maguire still has huge potential, still in the 90% club. I think, you know what, Gavin, I do think that Harry Maguire's got potential. Did give him a big shout out for the game against Wolves. I think he works better with Eric Bailly. And for me, it's always about being honest in your criticism and being brave enough to criticise, because it's a sports entertainment. But when somebody does well, you praise them, and then you're not. Then it's not an agenda. And I feel Harry Maguire has been really poor this season, but we need him playing well. And when I see it, I don't think he was great against Wolves, but I think he was better than average, and I think he's been below than average for a long time. So I saw something in that performance, and hopefully he can do better. As for the Dublin meetup, the pub's ready as soon as we can come over. It's booked, the deposit's paid, so that will be happening. Michael Southcombe, we'll come back to that. It's funny how since we're doing well, the Glazers don't seem to be an issue, says Aditya. They need to be an issue. We need to get some pressure on them. Harold says, Happy New Year, United Stand. I don't think there'll be any new players now in January. We can still take them in 21. And where our defenders tested a lot against Wolves, though, says Red Baron. Well, a little bit. You know, that's what I mean. Maguire did get skipped past a few times. And Abhishek says, it's not for his agent's comment. I don't think we feel so strongly about Pogba starting ahead of Van der Beek. Just on ability, Pogba is better at the present. Yeah, no, you're right, Abhishek. I think it's totally on those. But going back to that question there, Flex, I'll let you answer it from Michael Southcombe and his father. Would you go for a centre-back now or wait till the summer? And if you were going for anybody now, who's available, do you think?
That's the key. I'm not really sure who's available, and that's why I'm quite reserved about just going for a centre-back just for the sake of going for a centre-back. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I know we all want it, and the longer-term plan needs to be to get the right centre-half so that we don't just buy one that's fast but shit at everything else. So we're like, actually, yeah, I know we got this guy, but he's quick, but he's probably in a worse situation than we was before, or the same situation. I want us to get the right player, and we've shown. Even with Lindelof and Maguire, Bailly's only been in the team for the last 3 games. In this run that we've had, and I know people might laugh, but in the run that we've had with Maguire and Lindelof, I know the types of goals we conceded, but we're there or thereabouts with those two. So if you add in just to get to the end of the season to wait to get the right centre-half, but if you add in your Bailly and your two Nzabi and play them sparingly, or between the two of them, let them take it in turns to replace Lindelof, because we all know that Harry Maguire is going to be the main guy. I don't really mind that. I don't mind waiting to the summer. I don't. Like, if we can get the guy who we know is going to be the right guy, by all means, get it. But I'm not confident. I think that will be rushing. I don't think Man United have their centre-back ready to buy now. Or they might not even have identified him yet. Yeah, but I don't think they have.
Remember, he wanted a centre-back in the summer.
Yeah, I don't think that, but I mean, I don't think he's available to get now, personally. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
It's always good to have different opinions, because in my opinion, so there you go, Michael Southcombe and Dad. Flex would be happy to stick with what we've got until the summer, which is fine, and I'm sure a lot of people would do that. But I'm going to stick with what I've been saying for a few weeks. If we don't buy a centre-back in the summer, I worry that we can win a title, because Eric Bailly...
In January, you mean?
Yeah, in January, yeah. because I think Eric Bailly will get injured. I think Twansebi doesn't get game time. I think he will revert back to Maguire and Lindelof, and I don't think we'll win a title with Maguire and Lindelof. The thing you've got to remember is we are in with a chance of going second place tonight, but if I played devil's advocate, and I don't really feel like it because I feel positive at the moment, we were 1 minute away from dropping 2 points against Wolves. We were 2-0 down against Southampton and won it at the last minute. We were 1-0 down against West Ham and we should have been 3-0 down, and that allowed us to come back in the second half. We let 2 goals in against Sheffield United and we're hanging on at the end 3-2. Those defensive issues haven't gone away. What's happened is, and I get it, but what has actually happened is Eric Bailly's come in the team, Lindelof's got injured, we like the line that we're playing with the pace, but it's only a minuscule thing. It's like literally Wolves and Everton. It's 2 games where it's worked. And everyone's like, we don't need one now. But you've got to, and it's very easy to fall into the moment, but look at the last 4 or 5 years of Eric Bailly. His last year at Villarreal and all the years at United, he gets injured. I don't think he's ever had 6 months of not being fit. So I get it, but I think we need to buy a centre-back in January. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Mark Holder says Nathan Hackett would have been a good signing. But no, I do think we need to sign a centre-back. But I think the club will absolutely love the fact that some people are saying wait till the summer because they'll love to keep the money in their pocket. But what I would say to that as well is that Ollie wanted a centre-back in the summer. So, why isn't that player able to come now?
Let me ask you this, Mark. Let me ask you this. If I said to you, I know this is completely hypothetical, so don't be pedantic, yeah? If I said to you, I could guarantee that Eric Bailly can stay fit and he would partner Maguire to the end of the season, do you think we could win the league with that?
I do. And I would wait till the summer if you told me who it was you were going for. If you said to me, right, this is the situation. If you say to me, Eric Bailly's going to stay fit till May and he'll play next to Maguire till the summer and then I'm getting up Meccano, or we don't get up Meccano in the summer and I'll get Badashiel now, I'd go, that's a really, really good question. But if Eric Bailly's going to stay fit, I'll stay with Bailly and get up Meccano in the summer. Because I do think you can... I just think Maguire and Lindelof don't work. I'm not going to be an arsehole and say we can't win a title with Bailly and Maguire, because I think you can. It's not that I think Maguire's total shit. I just think Maguire and Lindelof don't work as a partnership.
Yeah, so, that's what it is. They don't work because Lindelof's a good defender, you know.
Yeah. You could play Lindelof and Bailly. I'd be happy with that. I just think he's never going to drop Maguire.
No, he's never going to drop Maguire. And also the kind of aerial thing. I know we always say, Harry, don't get his head on it, but you do want that kind of bit of presence as well.
And he's the captain as well. He's the captain.
Exactly. So he's never going to go anywhere. But Lindelof is a very good defender. I just think that the part, like it's exactly what you said. It's just the match with him and Maguire just doesn't work for long enough. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
We really don't have a style of play. We achieve results due to moments of brilliance because we have world-class players. Results can go either way, says Ashley. Hi, lads. Happy New Year. Do you think we'll see the Scott McTominay from the Leeds game or the sit next to Fred and stay defence? This is Gavin Blake. And need Tony to bury his chances today. It will be a game of fine margin, says Kay. 3 fantastic comments there. So, yes, we need Martial to do well, Flex. Yes, McTominay played very well against Leeds when he ran past Bruno, but I don't like it when he sits deep, and I think he'll sit deep today, so all eyes on him. And also this thing from Ashley, which I think we hear a lot of, that Ollie's got no tactics, it's all about individual brilliance. Where do you want to start on them 3?
Oh, mate.
So start off with that, is it all about individual brilliance, and has Ollie got no tactics?
Nah, you can't. It's too much of a lazy argument. It's not. I think you can say that Ollie isn't still tactically consistently where we want him to be, and in some games, individuals have helped him out. But what you got to remember is, who doesn't need the good players to make the goals happen? Like, what did Pep not need? Aguero and Sterling and De Bruyne and these type of Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. Like that, you need good players to be up there. Like, you can't. What's he supposed to? What do we want? Do we want to be, no disrespect, that like him to be like an Eddie Howe then and have like hardly any budget and have to really prove that he's a tactical genius and be up there with a shoestring? But like, what is it you're asking for?
Every team's got good players, hasn't it? Even Eddie Howe's got like Callum Wilson, and you need a quality player.
I just don't get it. I don't understand the longevity of the argument. I know you can say it in a particular game, like, oh my God, Bruno didn't hit that top bins from a free kick when we looked like we were going to lose. Like, that's individual brilliance. I get it. But when you look at some of the goals...
Look at the Luke Shaw substitution at half-time for Tellez. He's like Tellez wasn't doing the job we wanted him to do, so we took him off at half time. We brought Luke Shaw on. That's a tactical decision, and Luke Shaw, everyone said, was brilliant second half. So hold on a minute.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
Yeah,
he's bringing in Matic in certain games. He's bringing in. He brought in Dan James in a couple of games when we were all like, bloody hell, he ain't even been on the bench. And okay, against Leicester he wasn't great, but against Leeds it was the perfect game for him. I thought he did quite well. So the decisions that Ollie's been making so far because of the results, I don't really see how you can. All right, put it this way, yeah. If it's Ollie's fault whenever we lose and we're awful and we're shit and this is why we ain't got no pattern of play, we ain't got this, we ain't got that. When he decides to go buy a player like Bruno Fernandes or Wan-Bissaka or Maguire or whoever it is, and then we start having an upturn in form, well, how can it not be down? How can he not be part of that? I don't understand. You can't just label him when we're doing poorly and then as soon as we do well, give him absolutely no credit. Like, you can't. I just don't. It's just an easy argument to make for me personally.
Well, Red Baron says, us Ollie doubters are looking at how we're playing recently and realises it isn't sustainable. Lower league teams have better passing than us. Now Tony Pulis is available again. Do you think we should go all in for him or wait and hope he doesn't get another job before the summer? Says Will B. And do you think Maguire would be more confident if he was playing on the right and had a left-footed centre-back beside him? Maybe, but Harry Maguire plays on the left for England as well. It's not, I do think Harry Maguire would be better from the right because he's right-footed and he's not left-footed, but he does play off the left a lot. So, maybe we'll never get that left-sided centre-back. And on Ollie, look, I'm not going to try and convert people. That's not my job. It's not Flex's job. It's a community where people share their opinion, and as long as it's done respectfully, that's absolutely fine. I just feel that Ollie, if we lose tonight, everyone, the Ollie outers will be Ollie outers. I don't think he's... And to be fair, I respect people for that. It's not, as I said, the results we've had over the last few weeks have been fantastic, but some of them have been fine margins. And I think a lot of it's to do with the defence. And I think Solskjaer wanted a centre-back and he didn't get it. So I blame the board. But I do see a style of play. I do see what he's trying to do. I do think it's sustainable. But I also agree with what Flex said, that he does show naivety at times. Against Wolves, he didn't use his third sub until we'd scored the goal. And yet we were struggling to create. He could have brought Mata on, Van der Beek on. He didn't do it. And I thought, bloody hell, that was my line. I was ready. If Rashford didn't score that goal, my match reaction was going to be, why didn't he use the third sub? Just try something.
But I suppose that's what they're talking about. And that's why I do accept. I'm willing to accept the logical argument as to why, I think Ollie Doubters is a good term because, there's different reasons why you get behind something.
I'm an Ollie Doubter. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. I'm an Ollie Doubter. I still think that, look, I want him to win the league. I don't think we will. But I'm living the dream at the moment. We're in a race. Definitely, if we win tonight, we're in a race. Let's keep it going. But on the other hand, we could go and lose 6 games, and then we might not finish in the top 4, and then I wouldn't give him a new contract, and he's sacked. So you're not wrong.
Exactly. Then this is it. This is what I mean. It's about just enjoying the moment. I think after the year, and that's why I don't think it always has to come down to this, because if this season is so crazy and where we are in the league right now. Guess what, guys? We don't have to have the inquest. You've got Liverpool who aren't the normal Liverpool, dropping points willy-nilly, haven't got all their players. You've got Man City who are flipping below us. You've got Spurs in it up at the moment. You've got Chelsea in it up at the moment. And we're the best of the rest right now. Why do we even need to come back to, at this precise moment, don't know, is he going to be the guy next season? Forget that. We're in the title race right now. We are in the title race.
Well, I think we've got to win tonight. If we don't win tonight, tonight for me is the acid test. You feel we're in a title race now? Do you?
Not.
I know we technically are, but do you feel it inside you? Because I can feel that coming. I can. But
I'll tell you what it is. Right. This is what's weird. I keep saying it before every game, Mark, and then really we were in a good position after all of the games. So when it got to the Leicester, when I saw that Liverpool were going to have West Brom and Newcastle, I was like, do you know what? They're going to definitely get 6 points out of it. Our next 2 games are Leicester and Wolves. We got to get 6 points. We drew against Leicester, and I was like, man, we should have held on. That might show we're not serious. But then Liverpool dropped points. We drew against, we got the win in the last minute against Wolves. Then Liverpool dropped points. So, yes, you're right that this would fully cement that we really mean business. But the way the league's going, Mark, it's like, even if we drew tonight, there's... Liverpool
we're not out of it, but I just feel that...
Yeah.
I just feel we're not out of it. Of course we're not, because you win the game in hand and you beat Liverpool, you're back top again. But I just feel
When's the cut-off point is what I'm saying.
Yeah. We're still. What I'm saying
mate.
is we're technically in a title race, but I think if we draw tonight, I'd still be saying we're technically in it. But if we win tonight,
Man City,
I'll say, you know what? I think we actually are in it now.
Do you know what it is? It's because we know where we've been recently, and we're so skeptical to get involved in this debate.
Yeah, we're scared.
Because I 100%, and you know what, Mark? I jumped off the fence yesterday, so I feel like I'm speaking from a different place now. Yeah, bear with me on this. Yeah, I've been there. I'm like, nah, just not really going to get involved in that because might be getting too ahead of myself. But if this was Man City, this is what you've got to ask yourself, United fans. Yeah, if this was Man City, 3 points off top with a game in hand. Yeah. I know all the history they've got and they've got Pep and you can say all this stuff. But if it was them, everyone would be like, yeah, they're on Liverpool's heels, mate. They're there, breathing down the neck. Just because it's us and we ain't been in a title race for ages, the table don't lie. So get involved, man. It's been a shit 2020. We're in 2021 now. Positive vibes. We're there. Don't get me wrong. If we lose today, it's going to be awful.
Over the last 7 years, we can't be on anybody's heels. We're more like we're in heels and we're going to trip up. So I think that's the problem. But, this is the thing. I think this adds to the excitement because our problem has always been inconsistency. And to stay in
right now, we're consistent.
We've got to be consistent. James Himes says, Leipzig won't win the Champions League. Why wouldn't Upamecano come now and have a real shot at some trophies and play Champions League next year? Bayin Twansebi doing well is a good thing. We still need a centre-back, though, says Emily Derry. And Flex, even you said before the Red Bull game, when it matters, this team hasn't got the bottle under pressure. Well, I think that Red Baron's right, and I think tonight, I think even Wolves, we didn't do well under the pressure, but we got the result. Win when you play badly is part of winning the title, definitely. But I think tonight we do need to see... we can't play as bad as we did against Wolves. We've got to...
And that super chat there is right. I did say that. I did say when it really matters, and I think it was after the Leipzig game, I was like, every time, this is why I was reluctant in them 2 games against PSG and Leipzig, because I said when it really matters, we bottle it. And the 3 semi-finals last year. And to be fair, all you can ask for from our team is a response to try and convince us otherwise. And since then, really, let's be honest, in the league, they've shown us consistency that we've craved in results. Maybe not in performance level. I get that. Like you said, we were down to Southampton, down to West Ham, down to Sheffield United, down to Everton. Come back and won all of them. Down to Newcastle, came back and won. That was happening far too often. But recently, it's been the other way around. We've been in winning positions and then kind of messing up. But what I'm saying is they're showing us something we haven't seen, which is consistency in one way or another. So that's why I'm like, you know what? That's all I can ask for. And there's 3-4 months left. There's 4 months left of the season now. So
you just want it to carry on, don't you? That's what you want to do because it's like so many times over the last few years, this hour between kickoff and team news is spent. Oh, what's he done this for? This, that, and the other before a ball's even been kicked. And at the moment, it's just we are disappointed about Donny, but it's it's the excitement of the game kicking off and the reality that if we get 3 points, we're top of the league tonight. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner, everybody. As you can see, the pinned tweet has just gone. It's almost as if it's synchronized, but it wasn't. It's just great minds thinking alike. So you can either do it through the pinned chat or you can go through the bottom right hand corner. Click and subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We're going to try and get up to 940,000 tonight on the road to 1 million. Hopefully 1 million subscribers in 2021. That's the hope. Bottom right hand corner to do that. And also share the video if you're watching. Share the video. You can share it on your socials, Facebook and Twitter. Please give it a share. Let's just quickly talk before we've got 8 minutes to kick off. I was going to talk about Mctominy, but we'll leave that because we'll see how he gets on. Anthony Martial, no Cavani, another player that's come in for a lot of criticism. Might not have started tonight if Cavani had been fit, but Cavani's out for 3 games now. Look, maybe Martial won't start against Watford anyway. It might be a good buy for Ighalo, but certainly Man City's a one-legged game next Wednesday. Massive game, that is. Massive game tonight.
Chelsea play Man City soon as well. Just see.
I think Martial has played well recently, but hasn't scored, and people judge him on that. There's a lot of people in our live comments who don't rate Martial. Big game for him tonight. Big
game. I know. Look, we've got an affection to Martial where we will overlook certain things and give him leeway that we wouldn't give other players or other strikers because...
Did you think we were better when he came on the other night? Because I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I think I do. I think... the only thing is that I do want him to start getting some goals now, though. I do. It is. Listen, his hold-up play is tremendous. I love Tony. I think he's got bags of ability. I always defend him where I can. I've always said, though, and I stand by it, because he hasn't proved us anything different, that he's not your guaranteed bags man. Do you know what I mean? He's not your guaranteed 25 a season man. He's not. I don't think Tony will ever be that, personally. I think he'll always be very good. I think he will always contribute. I think he's managed to be the best striker he can be for us. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the runs he makes, in terms of looking after the ball, in terms of bringing others into play. I like all of that. He's turned into a really good striker for us. But I do always say I don't think he'll ever be the absolute bags man. Do you know what I mean? Like a Haaland, like a Lewandowski, like a Kane, like an Aguero prime. Do you know what I mean? Like an Andy Cole was sitting there looking at the screen there. Do you know what I mean? So I do worry. I just want him to get some goals now, though. I want him to get some goals.
Yeah, and just very quickly then on Scott McTominay, what's a lot of people talking about him and saying that he's he plays better when he's off that running past Bruno. I wouldn't expect him to do that tonight.
Nah, he'll be in there. I mean, look, if McTominay does his job today, I don't mind, because I think his job for me, we know he can get about the pitch and he likes to tackle. And you can say to him, go and have it with Jack. Like, yeah, you might get twisted up a couple times. Do you know what I mean? You might give away a couple fouls, but make him know he's in for a game. Between him and Fred running around there, I think, and you got McGinn there as well, who's an absolute mover. He's a destroyer. Just keeps running and running and running. Those two are really important. I don't really care about creativity and that. Let Bruno do that. Let Pogba do that. I don't really need them to do that. What I need from them two today is to be at it, to make sure we're dominant in midfield and can give Bruno the ball, give Pogba the ball, get Marcus Rashford running, get Tony running, and get the ball into those four very, very quickly. Because if we don't, I think we can cause problems going the other way if we allow Jack Grealish to dictate, feed in El Ghazi, get McGinn third man running. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, mate. Well, we'll get you on at half time. Looking forward to that. Hopefully, we will be in front at half time. That would be lovely to be in that situation.
Yeah.
What was your score prediction, actually?
2-1 United. Again, boring, but that is my default scoreline for a lot of games.
Cool. Okay, mate. Well, I'll speak to you at half time.
Nice one. Cool.
Cheers. Speak to you in a bit.
All right.
You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD. I've just literally, I don't know whether it's because it's a new year. It probably is. My timer is just not working, which is just absolutely brilliant. It really is great. I'm just going to try and fix it now, but God, I don't even know how to try and fix this with 2 minutes to go to the kickoff. Let's have a look. So, I'm just never going to be able to do this now. Not in the time that I've got. I'm gonna have to use the old one. And the annoying thing is the old one it delays a bit, so I have to just keep refreshing it. But yeah, we'll be fine. I'm talking to myself here. I just never even considered New Year might fuck up a few apps, and it clearly has fucked up that app. So sorry about that, but I can still do a timer. I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on reset. Let me just make sure this one works. Timer there. Get rid of that. There we go. So stop, refresh. There we go. At least we've got a timer. That's the main thing. Right, so we are ready to go. Thanks everyone for tuning in. A big game for Manchester United, of course. Don't need the earpiece in. Get rid of that. So let me get back where I was. Okay, we're all set here. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 1 million in 2021. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I'm going to go 3-1 in this game. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think Villa are well organised. They can score goals. All eyes on Jack Grealish, but let's get some eyes on Bruno Fernandes as well. It looks a really long time for Fred to settle into this team, and it will be the same for Donny, says Gerchen. And also, love the show, lads. Love from Ireland, Stu and Mum Teresa. So Stuart Hennessy, big up Ireland. And not sure if you're superstitious, but something's telling me if you don't sing a bit of Liam Gallagher, we will lose tonight, says Jay Ruckley. Slide away, I give it all you got. There you go, you've had a little bit. Not very good, but I'm not having this jinxed. We need to win today. Also, I've got no complaints if Man United win. I won't let Liverpool lead the league, says Lahama William. 4-2 to United, to Stuart Hennessy. Thanks for all the super chats that are coming in. Remember, if you want to become a member of the club, you can do that by clicking the join button. If you are already a member, I've dropped the link in the video description for our Emojam. Emojam, all you've got to do is download it for free, log in with your YouTube credentials, and you can download 6 of our audio GIFs that you can send on WhatsApp and other messaging services. So you'll see what they are like here. It's basically a GIF that plays the audio as well. Here it's going to
What a prat! What a prat!
It's one of the perks of being a member. People like Sam Ameson and Kako, they've got badges. If you look in the live comments, you can see people with badges. That means they're a member of the United Stand Members Club, and your badge changes every month. But we've also got an extra perk now where you can download 6 of those audio GIFs that you can use. Once you've downloaded them, they're there for you to use. Audio GIFs, Emojam, link in the video description. Log in with your YouTube credentials, and if you're a member, you will get 6 of those. So thanks everyone who joins and becomes a member. Happy New Year, Mark. Can you wish my mate Ryan Hegarty a Happy New Year? Happy birthday to Ryan, and that's from Christopher Sandler and me. I want to thank you, Flex, and everyone at the United Stand, and congratulate you for an amazing year for the United Stand last year. Really helped me get through the pandemic and the lockdown, says Dimage. Yeah, let's just get through this last bit of the lockdown, and then we can hopefully get back to some reality. Imagine having fans in grounds and things like that. It'd be absolutely fantastic. So, welcome to the Members Club, Asben Hulda Hilmerson. Thank you very much. I'm going 3-1. We should have kicked off by now. It is 8 o'clock, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit late because the players are still in tracksuit tops. United players. I don't know what's going on. We would like to be kicking off at 8 o'clock prompt, please. Obviously a bit of a cold night. I might be changing the formation. I've gone with a 4-2-3-1 with Pogba off the left. United players, have they realised that they are not playing in tracksuit top? No. They're going to be standing doing something. Can you wish my mate Isaac happy birthday? It's his 18th birthday, says Man United lists. So I don't know. I'm probably going to come across as really ignorant, but they are doing a minute's silence, and I don't know why. And I do know why. It'd be for Tommy Docherty, actually. So we will be quiet. And there we go. Tommy Doherty died yesterday. Ex-Manchester United manager. Rest in peace. And nice that we do the minutes silent there for him. Right. Get your tracksuit tops off, Manchester United, lads, and get it going. Please share the video if you're watching, by the way. You can do that underneath. Share it on Twitter and Facebook. Appreciate that. And you can also smash a like on the video, which would be great. 3-1 is my score prediction. You can get your score predictions for you. Let's get the game up and running here. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. So, 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Let's go. Let's get these 3 points. I'll keep an eye on the team, but to me it doesn't look like it's a diamond. It looks like Paul Pogba's playing off the left, which is what I said. Don't start listening to all this diamond shit. You can see the shape of the team straight away. Rashford's off the left, Rashford's off the right, Pogba's off the left, Bruno's at number 10 and Martial's up front. You can see the formation. It's exactly as I've got it there. You can visibly see the 4-2-3-1. I don't know why people think Ollie's admitted that the 4-2-3-1 is his favourite position. I don't think he's going to keep modifying. Can you wish my bro Rahul a happy birthday? Says Devon. Happy birthday to Rahul. It's not a diamond. You can tell it's not a diamond because Marcus Rashford. Why is Rashford playing level with Pogba but on the opposite side? Here is Pogba. Nicely ball into Martial. Come on, Tony. We need a goal from Tony today. Little dink by Bruno into Pogba. Lovely control by Pogba. Gives it back to Bruno. I really do think Bruno and Pogba can play together as well. Nice ball into Bruno. Oh, front post. Hit it, Pogba. Oh, why didn't he hit it? Why didn't he hit it? Bruno, Pogba, Rashford. Oh, Pogba should have hit that. Trying to be a bit clever there. Oh, Wan-Bissaka's late there as well. Be a foul. He should have hit that. Pogba should have hit that. Watch this back here. Fred's ball into Bruno's lovely. When this comes back to Pogba here, why didn't he just hit it? Bang. Should have hit that. Good start from United though. Straight away the tempo is better. Better than it was against Wolves. We've got to get that tempo. When you've got... I mean, look, you know, whether Pogba's position is a little bit odd off the left-hand side. Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Martial, front four. Come on. You've got to be creating chances with a team like that. So good start from United here. And remember I said that I think Wan-Bissaka's going to have an absolute baller today as well. I think against Everton, Pogba had a great chance, but backfield it to Donny, says Shane V. And yeah, I don't know why Pogba... Yeah, you're right. I mean, maybe Pogba's just a little bit hesitant for some reason. Grealish has the most godly calves in the history of the game, says Panam, and doesn't he know it? Do you agree? He has got very big calves, and I think he probably gets his shorts made purposely because he probably stitches them close together. Do you really think that his shorts are that tight? I think he actually puts a couple of stitches in there to make them tighter. But there you go. That's just my opinion. We're not tied first in the league yet, Colin. We've got to win the game to do that. He's got legs like trees, says Devils58. Mark, if you're on the cable, then watch on channel 501. It's about 7 to 10 seconds ahead of channel 502. Very odd, says Andy and Bruno. I'm not on cable. I can see there's not 3, 34, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm on Skies. I've got no difference there at all, Andy and Bruno, but thanks for letting me know. Welcome to the Members Club, Verishan Moodley and Osvaldo Flores. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. But a good start here. Villa just having a bit of possession at the moment. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with the channel, live every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10 a.m. Match days, we've got, obviously I'm going to be live until full time. Then we'll be doing my match reaction with your player ratings, which you can vote for on the website in the second half. And then we've got the fan forum with Flex, KG, Alex, Kev, until about 11:30 tonight. So lots and lots of discussion. Hopefully, it'll be a New Year's Eve night, New Year's Day night, celebrating top. Now, Bruno gets the ball to Rashford. Look at Pogba in the back post there. He's probably waited too long. He has. Matty Cash is a good right back for Villa as well. Keep an eye out for him. He's good. I mean, look, Villa have got some good players. Here's Luke Shaw, gets it to Pogba. I mean, Pogba is a bit wasted on the left wing. He's not a left winger, is he? But it's actually quite clever from Ollie because he's like, you can play, but you're going to play on the left wing. You're not playing anywhere else. And you know what? On Donny van der Beek, can I just say as well, when you look at the bench today, which has got Mata and Lingard and Donny on it, and Greenwood on it, there's a good chance Donny van der Beek could get on the pitch today because the advantage of Pogba, Mctominy, Fred, Bruno all being on the same pitch is that if you're going to make a change, surely you're going to bring Van der Beek on. So hopefully we might see Van der Beek for at least 2 minutes in the second half. No, we might get 20 if he's lucky. Liverpool will be still top tonight because of goal difference, even if we win. But you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and we definitely just want to get the win here. But Villa are starting to settle into this a little bit. That's definitely not a foul on Watkins. But, you know, again, there's an example of this thing that's really weird. That Harry Maguire is so big and physical, but it's always Lindelof or Bailly who marks the striker. And yes, sometimes the striker's going to attach themselves to somebody else. But Harry Maguire's always the spare man, which I think is just such a waste of his real attributes. He's not a sweeper. He's a man mountain, and he should be using that physicality against the striker. It's really interesting to see how Man United change within a few weeks. We are not even in a top 4 race, so we're in a title race, says Czar. And Bruno with the cross, but the keeper's going to pick up that. Panda says, let's get physical. Physical. Let me hear your body talk. Your body talk. Come on, Villa, says Billy. I'm sure we've got a few. Do Villa do Villa even have a fan channel? You know, I don't know. So I'm sure they do. But I know why you're here. You're all waiting for your moment. Can't believe we get to see France's best left back as well, says Jed Simster. Yep, Targate. If you know, you know. Yeah, I think McTominay's one to keep out tonight. Will we see him? Like, here we go. This is what you want to see from McTominay. Forward runs. And he's nearly got it. Martial, good tackle. Good tackle. That's better. I don't want to see McTominay just sitting deep. I don't like McTominay as a sitting deep CDM. I want to see him making those runs like he did against Leicester. And then that's when I think you see a better McTominay. Knowing Ollie, Lingard and Mata will get on before Donny anyway, says Jake Pennington. Long ball over there. Maguire's going to have to deal with that against Ollie Watkins. Lovely takedown, but well done, Harry Maguire. He's done well there. He has done well there. Eric Bailly. So United just trying to dictate the play here. Zed Jamie, how you doing, mate? He says wrong ball from McTominay there. I think he was trying one of those no-look reverse passes, really. I think that's what he was doing. That's good stats there. They've conceded the least in the away record in the league. Aston Villa, they've only conceded 3 away from home, which is an amazing record. Have to say, Targay is the best French defender, says Zor. People in the live comments are going to be hating this. You've got to be a fan of my career mode to know. Mark Goldbridge, that's football. In fact, I'm doing a Spurs versus Derby watch along tomorrow lunchtime on Mark Goldbridge, that's football. If you want to join me for that, I'll let you know on the morning show tomorrow. Though plenty more to go there. Get it wide, McTominay. Lovely ball. What a ball by McTominay. It's perfectly weighted to Wan-Bissaka. Gives it into Bruno. Be nice to get an early goal in this game, and I'm not saying we've got to score in the first 10 minutes, but it'd be nice to score in the first half an hour. I honestly close my eyes sometimes when we play it out from the back. Panic attacks, Stephen Cherney. That's good. That's good. Bruno with a cross. It's a bit of a Hollywood cross to try and do that. I think he should have used Wan-Bissaka there. And look, Wan-Bissaka's getting forward a lot here. Keep your eyes on Jack Grealish, though, because has anybody spotted where Grealish is playing? I think Grealish is playing as a number 10, isn't he? He's not playing off the left. He's playing... there's a couple of instances there with Eric Bailly, and look at the hold-up play there from Martial. That's fantastic. Bruno... and goes to the keeper. That's what Martial's good at there, the hold-up play. The hold-up play. I don't know why I called Aston Villa Derby, I'm sorry. But... yeah, Grealish seems to be playing in the number 10 role. He can play to the left, but it looks like he's playing as a number 10 today. Here's Bruno into Martial. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Oh, it's a tell you what, it's a great hit by Martial, and it's a good save. That was close. That was close. Lovely hit by Martial. And that'll get his confidence up. Bruno would have had another assist here as well. Lovely hit by Martial. Yeah, don't worry, he's not been to the toilet on the pitch. Mispronunciation. That's what you want to see from Tony. Corner, Luke Shaw's on it. Pogba up. Got lots of height in the box. Lots of height in the box tonight with Maguire and Pogba and Mctominy. Well over 6 foot. But that's a good start from Martial. He had that one little bit of link-up play with Bruno Fernandes. He's just got a shot off there. I think Martial's going to be really important. I mean, look, Tony Martial's not going to be cold for long. Well, we want him cold. We want him cold as ice. You know, lethal, finisher, shitting snowballs. But he ain't going to not score for a long time, and Martial. And I think a lot of people don't understand Martial's overall play. You know, the little link-up play and everything like that. They just judge him on goals, which is fine. But he does bring a lot to the team as well. Luke Shaw taking both free kicks. Maguire straight at the keeper. He wins so many headers, Harry Maguire, but he just doesn't get the conviction or power on them. He does all the hard work to win. I tell you, you know, as somebody who's played football, and I'm sure you'll all agree with me here, it's not easy winning headers from a corner because there's, you know, very good players in there. He wins so many headers. He does the hard bit, but then he doesn't get any direction. It's like, you know, 50p head, like people say. There's just never any power on it, really. We need to work on that. Get a bit of power in that, and it's, you know, put it in the bottom corner. We're 1-0 up. But a good start from United. I'm encouraged. It's not been too bad. Not been too bad so far. Please smash a like on the video, everyone. Let's see if we can get 10,000 likes while we're live. Have a little bit of a stretch. Italiano. Remember that on Goals on Sunday? 90s. People having a go at Pogba. It's early days. It's early days. I'm confident we're going to win tonight. Now, here's Grealish. In this position, Fred, just don't dive in. Fred's the worst player you want up against Jack Grealish. Oh, lovely play by Grealish. The overlap's good. Back post. Wan-Bissaka out of position again. Wan-Bissaka out of position again. He has to get across quick. Probably not actually his fault massively. If you watch this back, Wan-Bissaka is watching, is it El Ghazi or is it Trezeguet? No, I take it back. That's not Wan-Bissaka's fault. That's Rashford's fault. That's maybe even Bruno's fault. That's not Wan-Bissaka's fault. Wan-Bissaka's actually gone with his man if you watch it back. And that's why it's always important to watch it back. It's not Wan-Bissaka's fault that. It's McGinn who gets the shot. That's a midfielder's problem. Good save by De Gea then. Dave making saves again. Corner. Be careful here. And David has to clear it. We're a mess at the back. I think that's going to be another corner. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Hey, if you're having problems with your stream, just refresh. We're obviously live, so sometimes it drops out, but it's absolutely fine. I've just checked everything there. Everything, the system's working fine, so it probably just dropped out for a little bit. Obviously, live streaming, it can drop a little bit every now and again, so you should be absolutely fine. Just refresh it. If you could take any player from Arsenal to make United proper title challengers, who would you have? I can't even read your name. Pogba doesn't hit it again. Fred does over the bar. And again, I think Pogba should hit it. It's a close one from Fred, but I think Pogba should hit that. I think Pogba should hit that. Again, he's refused a shot. He's probably had the shout. Lovely play between Rashford And Wan-Bissaka does really well. I don't know why Pogba doesn't hit that. Pogba should have just hit it. Really should have hit that. Why the heck is Wan-Bissaka always holding the centre-back's hand? It's sickening. Leaves the space behind him constantly, says Yeshe. Grealish to Arsenal to join the Rodgers Revolution, says Zayn Miasi. I think we've started quite well in this game. Abdullah, he probably did get the shout from Fred, but if I was Pogba, I would have hit that. It's right on his right foot. He's in the box. Whip your foot round it. I think he would have had a bet. To be honest with you, if you pull Pogba in that situation, you're in the box on your right foot, and then Fred's shouting behind, I want to shoot from the edge of the box with my left foot. You hit it. It's bloody... Do you want Pogba to hit it in the box or Fred to hit it from the edge of the box? It's got to be. It's got to be Pogba. What's your opinion of Wolves, says Angus Ronnie. I've not really got any opinion on them at the moment. Playing well, says Mo. I think we've done quite well as well. Remember, Villa are a good team. Tempo's so much better in this game compared to the Wolves game. I mean, obviously, Wolves do park the bus a little bit more than Villa do, but tempo's really good. We're making Villa have to work hard. Wan-Bissaka's getting forward well. It feels like it's only a matter of time before we get that first goal. And if we can keep that tempo up, I think we will score soon. Early stretch, Mark, says Harith. I'm all right at the moment, Harith. I think I'll wait for a moment, yeah. Who are Arsenal playing? They're playing tomorrow night at 8. Oh, they've got the graveyard shift tomorrow, haven't they, Arsenal? They've got 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. Ooh, don't fancy that. Your thoughts, Lingard on before Van der Beek, says Rob Davies. Not for me. No, I wouldn't do that, but Ollie might. Mctominy giving a foul away there. So what's your thoughts on the first 20 minutes? I think tactically we got it spot on. I said I'm not going to change from a 4-2-3-1. I think that's the way Ollie plays now. And I think there's a level of intelligence to that. You know, all right, you can put Pogba in on the left-hand side, and maybe that's because Cavani got the ban. But why keep changing the formation? It's something that we've moaned about for a long time about formation, and he is sticking with the formation now. I think we can almost tick that box that formation-wise it is the 4-2-3-1. It's a lovely cross in, and Wan-Bissaka is well positioned that time to just put it out for a corner. But it is the third corner of the game for Aston Villa. And for everything we've been doing going forward, French international Target looking solid at the back. Happy New Year's, Mark, says Racehorse Red. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Well, let's see what happens with this corner. Mark, why does the back four overshift so much side to side? Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Shaw end up at centre-back space drawn in. Happens often, says Sean Finity. Cross comes in, headed away by Mctominy that time. Well done. Playing well, but is there something in Rashford's contract where it states he's not allowed to challenge for a header, says Lee Taylor. I just don't think Rashford's particularly good in the air. Well done, Mctominy there. Now Fred. Oh, Fred. Ricky is going to clip that up. Ricky's going to clip that Fred pass up again. In a dangerous position, he's giving the ball away. And to be honest with you, he's like, Fleck, I've clipped it. Come on. How do I get this Nokia 6210 to work? What do you think of Douglas Luiz? Good player, Douglas Luiz. I mean, Villa are a good team. You know, I don't think Villa are going to go anywhere. I think they'll finish in the top half. Here's McGinn, another good player as well. We've got to be careful here because Villa will grow in confidence. Good tackle, Mctominy. Now let's move. Pogba into Martial. Let's go. He's off. Matty Cash is a good right back though. Well done, Martial. You see, that's good from Martial there. We're progressing. Poor pass by Pogba, really. But see how Martial, he progresses the ball. He doesn't give a lot of the ball away. Phil says that Fred's been the best player in the first 20 minutes. I think Fred's played well. I'm just telling you, Ricky's going to clip up that bad pass and say that's why Matic should start. You know he's going to do it. It's going to be all over Twitter in the next 20 minutes. I think it's been a good start from United. Yeah, I do. Oh, could you just pour it in? Thanks. Although in the last 10 minutes, Villa have had 57% possession. So I think the tempo's good. I don't worry about possession stats too much anyway. I win a lot on FIFA, and I don't care about good play by Harry Maguire there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's been doing good so far attacking wise, so may help with Rashford not playing on the right often, says Sean Coleman. I think Maguire's looked good. Eric Bailly's looked good. Early days, but they've started off well. It's definitely not a slow match, says Trike360, which is good. Nearly 40,000 watching, so please share the video if you're watching. You can do that through the share button. Smash a like as well while you're down there. That's what she said. No. Anyway, Tellez should have started this game rather than Luke Shaw. Pogba will cut into midfield and Sam Raymond. I think I actually did put Tellez in my team, Sam. So I don't disagree with you. I think Tellez in this game might have been useful, but Ollie loves Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw's done quite well. So thanks. I think that I did put Tellez in my starting team. It's a good game though. It's a very good game, and I think don't disrespect Villa. I don't think anybody did disrespect Villa actually. I think Villa are a good side, and good open game, good tempo, but Darryl says that only Bruno's pressing at the moment. I would keep an eye on Pogba, quality player, but is it square pegs in round holes with him at left wing? I think for the first, to be fair, the first 22 minutes has flown by, hasn't it? Gotta say. Free Pogba, says OG Hayes. Well, yeah, it's not Pogba's natural position, is it? And Bruno looks tired, says T Hins. Good cross. Eric Bailly does well there. It's a lovely cross. Eric Bailly does his job. Grealish drifting left now, overloading that side. Also great hold up from play from Martial as usual. Loving this lineup despite no Van der Beek, says Michael Sauter. Very good play by Eric Bailly here. Cross comes in. There's nothing Maguire can do about that one. And Eric Bailly's there to just dive and head it away. It's one of those where he could have dived and headed it in his own bloody goal. But good play by Eric Bailly there. One thing about Eric Bailly, he will put his body on the line and everything else he's got in his pockets. Anyway, another corner. Let's deal with that. Yes, we have. Get it away. Dealt with the corners from Villa. They've had a few. Another good cross. And Pogba does the job defensively that time. Well done, Paul Pogba. Now Wan-Bissaka. Let's start an attack. Move it quick. Pogba's going to hit one long here. Oh, it's a delight. Oh, it nearly was a great ball by Pogba. The camera angle sort of did your head in there. You thought Bruno was going to be through one-on-one and he wasn't. Now it's Grealish up against Fred. That's good by Fred. Just push him wide. I don't see why Pogba's playing. It's like ever since we know he's leaving, he starts every game, says Sean Negative Turner. Come on, United. The first goal in this game is going to be really important because it's got a good tempo. Both teams are playing well. There's a Villa player just falling over here. Rashford's going to go alone, is he? Oh, a bit greedy by Rashford there, but if it had worked, it would have been a good goal. Now it's back with Bruno. Pogba! Oh, he hit it that time. And you sort of watched it and you thought, that's going in. Another assist for Pogba. How close was it? Bruno with the incisive pass again. Puts it on a plate for Pogba. Just doesn't quite catch it. Goes wide. Wasn't as close as I thought it was. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner if you're watching. Just going to go for a goal kick this. I think Pogba's growing into the game. I think we're growing into this game as well. How are we doing on subscribers? Bottom right-hand corner. Are we? I think we were at 938, weren't we? is Ollie Watkins on the left-hand side. We're 200 subscribers away from 939,000, so please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Let's see if we can get that before half-time. 20 minutes to go. Pogba's up on that left-hand side against Matty Cash. He's defended quite well, Pogba. He's putting a shift in. That's what you definitely need to see. Who's more comical to watch, Jones or Bay, says Jake Pennington? Well, comical, you might be right, but more effective. Eric Bay is definitely more effective. I think Villa have been in the game, but they haven't really tested... Well, they did have that chance where De Gea made that save, but I would have expected him to make that save, to be honest. So throw in. I think it's been a good start from United. Yeah, I'd agree. It's been a good start. I think we've, you know, as I said, I watched Villa play Chelsea the other night. They're not an Aston Villa team that just turns up to these big top six traditional clubs and gets turned over 2 or 3-0. They actually come and have a go. Well played, Harry Maguire there. Pogba into Fred. Moving the ball nice and quickly. Lovely pass that. Now McTominay needs to... Someone needs to make a run for McTominay there. He's hit that pass too hard, but... That was a hard pass for McTominay to play. Martial's got it on the left-hand side. I like the way Fred moved it, though. We are trying to move the ball quickly forward, and we don't always see that from our CDMs, but Fred there, getting it into McTominay's feet, looking to move the ball quicker. Keeps the tempo up. Rashford, lovely ball into Bruno. Thought about whipping it. Bit slippy out there tonight. And Bruno's going to lose it. He wanted a foul. He's not going to get it. Douglas Luiz nicking his pocket there. They've gone for the channel ball, but Bay's going to eat that up for lunch every night. You know, it's not Lindelof. It's not. You're not playing against Lindelof and Maguire now. We got pace at the back. You keep hitting them long balls, and Eric Bailey will just keep swallowing them up. He loves to swallow those long balls. Here's Pogba, centre of the pitch, quicker into Bruno. He can put a right cross in. He can. Cleared by Tyrone Mings. Anyone on the edge to hit it? No, Fred's not going to hit that. He's got it on the edge of the box, though. This is good. I like this. I like this sort of possession from United. Final third. Patience. Pass and move. Work the gap. Have a look. Have a look. Comes into Fred. Luke Shaw's the ball. Luke Shaw's the ball. Luke Shaw's the ball. Luke Shaw was the ball. Martial. Pogba. Cross comes in, corner. I felt Luke Shaw was the ball there. I said it 3 times. Should United just focus on signing a defender in this window and forgetting about an attacker until the summer? This is an American goalkeeper in London. Yeah, I agree. I think we need a centre-back. Mark, any hopes for the January transfer window? Apologies if you already discussed this in another stream. We were talking about it earlier, Devon Man, to be fair, but I hope we get a centre-back. Surely the board has to buck Ollie with some signings. Huge confidence blow for Ollie if they don't, says Alex Hornby. Well, I think if you wait till the summer, the season's over, isn't it? You know, if you want to... We've got the chance of doing something really special here. We're 30 viewers away from 40,000, so please smash a like and share the video if you're watching. Cleared corner. Corners haven't been really effective for either side, although we did get Harry Maguire on a corner, and Pogba's just gone down now with a facial injury. He's going to be all right. He's just, I think he's just caught one in the mouth. Yeah, just while that's going on, we've gone past 40,000 watching. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Please share the video if you're watching. Smash a like. And if you haven't subscribed, bottom right-hand corner, Paul Pogba's just down receiving treatment here. He'll be all right. He just caught one in the face after the ball had gone. We are 80 subscribers away from 939,000. So please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. And remember, we are live every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10 a.m, and all the match and previews and transfer news. And if there is any signings or anything like that, we will be... it's not a penalty. Lots of people saying that's a penalty. They're not going to give a penalty. You might be right. Maybe it is technically a foul, but they're never going to give a penalty for that. Basically, Pogba jumps for the ball. A player behind him jumps into him. But it's never going to be a penalty, though. Isn't Tyrone Mings the one who stood on Ibrahimovic's head? I'm not saying it's a penalty. A lot of people in the live comments are saying it's a penalty. I don't think it's a penalty. I wouldn't give a penalty for that. With Paul's good form recently in playing time, I'd love for him to feel more comfortable and stay. This is why, though. Some people are saying it should have been a penalty. Could have even been a red card. Yeah, Pogba's playing well. I think everybody's playing. There's no bad. Is there anyone who thinks not playing well? I think everyone's done okay. And okay to me means they're playing well. Bit of a slippy surface. Bay and Jones were made in the same mould. Both give it all and made of glass. They even had the same infuriating mistakes. Bay is better though, says Mr. Glenn Johnson. There's Martial again. Good hold-up play. That's what he does. That's why I like Martial at number 9. And ball over the top. It's been a very quick first half an hour, hasn't it? Definitely. Very quick. Tyrone Mings is the one who has dreadlocks, says Nathan Stafford. Yeah, I know who Tyrone Mings is. But you can remember when Zlatan was at the club and I think somebody trod on his head. They played for Bournemouth. Was that Tyrone Mings then? I think it was. Here's McGinn. Just got to be careful in this game. I think we look like we're going to get that first goal, but you've got to be careful with Villa because they're the sort of team, they don't concede many, and if they get in front, it won't be easy to get back. But I think we've been so much better than we were against Wolves, and that's the good thing. Now here's Pogba. He's going to ping the ball there. He's got it wrong. He's in that position where he wants to hit a 40-yard pass, and he can definitely do it. He just gets it wrong. Now Targate. Nice little ball into Watkins. Be careful, Eric Bailly. Luke Shaw's got it covered. No, Maguire gets it. Another block there from Mctominy. Just be good defending there. Just Villa doing what they're going to do in this game. Luke Shaw has to put it out for a corner. Good defence there. Look, they're going to cause us problems. They will cause us problems. Yes, it was Tyrone Mings. Says a lot of people. Come on, Peaky Blinders. Zaka Martinelli, Smith Rowe. Just wait when they click. Yeah, you'll be all the way up in 10th. And another corner for Villa here. They've had a lot of corners. Some of them have not been well hit, and our defending's been a little bit better. But it's another corner here. Somebody just said that was poor by Luke Shaw. It was actually very good defending. You put it out. If in doubt, kick it out. It's the principles of being a defender. So here's the corner for Aston Villa. They hang it up. Win the second ball. Still got it, Villa here. Well won by Pogba there. Good tackle by Pogba. Luke Shaw. A little bit dangerous there. You need to get rid of that. Pogba heads it away. I think Pogba's defensive side of his game's been very good. Probably a little bit better than his attacking, really. Oh, Mctominy again. Silly foul. Does give a lot of silly fouls away, Mctominy and Fred to a certain extent. But Villa have moved this quickly. Alvin says take Mctominy off. I wouldn't go that far. I just think, you know, against Grealish, just don't dive in. Lovely ball by Grealish. Maguire's cut it out though. Pogba, good play. Go on, give him a pass. Lovely play by Pogba into Mctominy. Get it. Keep it. Oh. Just a little bit scrappy. I don't feel Rashford's got in the game yet. I think, you know, get Bruno on the ball. He looks like he's going to make something happen. I think Martial's been good at holding the ball up. But again, it's the chances, isn't it? We're not creating the chances. And, you know, if this game ended now, I'd probably give Martial a 7 out of 10 for his hold-up play. But he's been no service again. That's a foul on Eric Bay. No service again. Monish says a lucky penalty coming soon. Hope so. Maguire and Eric have looked really solid at the back, haven't they, actually? 10 minutes to go to half-time here. These lucky pyjamas need to find us a goal. Said Jamie thinks we're losing the midfield battle a bit. We haven't really got Bruno on the ball for a few minutes. So that's noticeable. Pogba and Bruno have actually swapped position here. Bruno's gone to the left-hand side. That's a nice ball out to Luke Shaw if he can keep it in, and he will do. Gets it into Bruno. Bruno! Oh, I thought it was in. Thought it was in. Lovely play. Lovely play by Luke Shaw. Gets it into Bruno, and I thought he'd scored. 90% of the Arsenal team don't get in this Villa side. Facts, says Sonny Fowler. How close was this by Bruno? It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Oh, it's not far off. Wasn't miles wide, actually. It wasn't far off. It was about that far wide. About 12 inches wide. Good play by Luke Shaw, though. We've had 10 attempts, actually. I didn't realise that. But only 2 on target. So, Eric Bay. That's a good header. Just get it out of play. See, if in doubt, get it out. Here's Grealish on the left-hand side for Villa. What Grealish could do in a better side. Yeah. Well, I think that's the big thing, isn't it? What Grealish can do in a better side. Nice little play. He's given a foul. Is he given a foul or is he given a dive? Traore up against Luke Shaw. Nah, it's a dive. I hope he's given a dive for that. Doesn't even touch him. Got to be a dive. Give him a yellow card. He's giving a bloody free kick. Shut up. It's never a bloody free kick. It's a bloody dive. Fucking hell. Well, they've wasted the free kick anyway. Justice, jam on toast there, because that was never a bloody free kick. It's Michael Oliver, innit? I think the linesman gave it. Would have been top if you were controlling Bruno there, says Existence. Yeah, I can control Bruno from there better than he can control himself. But again, Rashford not jumping for a long ball doesn't fancy it, does it? Maybe because of his shoulder, I don't know. Nice little flick by Rashford into Wan-Bissaka. Attack the space. Look at the back post. Yes! Martial! Get in! Wan-Bissaka with the cross. Martial with the header. As cold as ice. He's as cold as ice. Anthony Martial. That's a goal. That's in the back of the net. Wan-Bissaka whips it in. Anthony Martial with the header. I told you he was going to deliver. Sit down, Martial haters. Cooler than a snowman's piss. And I tell you what, for Villa, it's going to taste just as bitter. But at least it's cold. Lovely, lovely goal. Pogba gets it wide to Rashford. Little flick by Rashford. Wan-Bissaka attacks the space. And look at this cross. Not a bad cross. Martial with the header. Get in. 1-0. And what did I tell you what? Sometimes it's just nice when you get it right. I said Wan-Bissaka was going to have a good game tonight. And I said Martial will sit people down very, very soon. And he's done that. Martial haters in the mud. But Manchester United 1-0 up. Right before half-time. We needed that first goal. Get in. And let's change the scoreline. 1. There we go. Yes. Martial. I just can't believe. The thing that makes me laugh is the amount of people who are United fans who don't rate Anthony Martial. So 4 minutes to half time. AJ says it's the stretch. Thank you. If the Glazers win the Super Bowl, will they have spend big on the transfer window, says Niall Gallagher. And Tony Martial, he came from France. The English press said he had no chance. 50 million down the drain. Tony Martial scores again. And get new cryptocurrency PI every day on free app. PIR Networks, says Minna. Cavani teaching Martial how to do those headers, says Manchester G. And Pogba started that move. He's been fantastic so far. Great move from there and great finish from Martial, says Lucid. And do you think Mings could be an option for January? Well, not marking like that. But how are we feeling about Martial opening the scoring then? I know he's a bit of a divider in the old live comments, but as you know, I'm a big fan of his. I think Martial's had a really good game. But what was I saying? His hold-up play's been really good. His link-up play's been really good. No service, but then he gets a bit of service and he scores. I kind of like this formation from Ali, Pogba and Fernandes. Pogba getting to run around freely makes the midfield really dynamic, says Sands. And yeah, it's nice when Martial scores because I think the criticism he gets is unfair a lot of the time. Let's just see it through to half-time now. I think it's been a good game. Obviously, Villa are going to have to open up a little bit more now. But they have got another corner. Pogba's playing well, says Darren Cantwell. And Mark tied with Liverpool. Let's go, Mark, says Victor. And oh, God, I'm going to have to get rid of you, mate. Because everyone's looking more precise and confident today. Honestly, looks like a totally different team than normal so far, says Uncle Drew. The header by Martial was beauty. Come on, United, says Xander. Well, here's a corner. We've got it. Remember, defence delivers clean sheets. It's the same as a goal. Well out by Pogba. Everyone's defending well as well. Pogba, Bruno, everyone's putting in a shift. That's what I'm liking to see. Let's go. Amazing performance from... the defence has been solid and attack has been sharp. Long ball over the top. Wan-Bissaka there. I think he shouldn't be letting that bounce, but he's got a goal kick. Goal kick. Please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Man United leading 1-0 here. Couple of minutes to go to half-time. Lovely goal. Just a really good goal from United. As you say, started with Pogba, Rashford with the flick, Wan-Bissaka making those forward runs, which he's been criticised for. I just felt Wan-Bissaka was going to have a big game tonight, and he has. And it's a lovely cross by him. And to be honest, I think it's a better cross than it could have been because the real cross I thought he was going to go for was the back post for Bruno. Because Bruno was free, but actually he didn't. He went for Martial, put it on a plate, and Martial, you know, did what you want your strikers to do. That's another good interception. Confidence flowing through the team now. Rashford, if we can get another one before half-time. Not a good ball by Rashford, I'm afraid. Not that time. Welcome to the Members Club, Roger Benjamin. Thank you very much. And am I the only one who thinks Mctominy is playing really bad? I don't know. I don't think he's playing terrible. I don't think he's on the level of Pogba and Bruno and Martial, but I don't think he's done terribly, to be fair, Mctominy. Our defence is getting better, is it? I mean, look, for me, the defence gets better because you've got a quick centre-back. You know, this still is the same. Bay's been amazing for me, says Jack. I think defensively we've been good. Professor says Martial's dreadful. Sit down, you hater. You make yourself look like an absolute prat. He's played really well and he's scored. The difference between today and when we played Wolves is our energy, great half defensively and going forward. Yeah, the tempo, as we spoke about before the game, the tempo's been so much better tonight. Really, really good. And Tega says this is why you need a quick centre-back. Exactly. We've been absolutely at it. 2 minutes added on here. Eric Bay is Michael McGovern, and the difference between today, I've read that one as well. I like Martial, but those that don't, it's fair enough when you start to compare him to past centre forwards. Russell Thompson's now comparing Martial to Van Nistelrooy and Rooney and everybody else. So now he actually does put in a good performance, but he's still not good enough because he's not Rooney or Van Nistelrooy. Well, I'll tell you what, Maguire's not bloody Vidic and Rio, and Wan-Bissaka ain't Gary Neville, and Luke Shaw ain't Patrice Evra. So, and Pogba and Bruno, they ain't Scholes and Keane. So, look, we can't, we are where we are. We're a team that's not challenged for titles for years. You can't start comparing many of these players to the greats of the past because that's not what we've been doing. Scott McTominay nearly getting in there. Class defensively tonight, says Sam Bickley. Pogba gets it out wide to Luke Shaw. Play it on, ref, he has, and it's a corner. Well, I say play it on. He's not. He's going to call it a day. He's going to say it's half time. And Man United lead 1-0 at half time. What's your thoughts on that then, everybody? Because for me, paying full respect to Aston Villa, considering they've only conceded 3 goals this season away from home, to be going in at 1-0 at half time is absolutely. I'll take that. Let's build on it in the second half. I don't think Aston Villa are going to go anywhere in the second half. But for me, that's been a story of a good defence again. There's no reason why we shouldn't be getting another clean sheet. We look comfortable at the back. We've got the goal. I didn't think, I went 3-1. To be honest with you, that was probably a little bit disrespectful to Villa because they're a better team than that. But I just think that's what the confidence I've got in this team at the moment. I think we can go and get 2 or 3, but we've got to be very careful. Villa played their part in that half. They had a few corners themselves. They've not had a clear-cut chance, and I think that's down to how well we've defended, but they've had a few corners. De Gea made a good save, remember. I feel United, we deserve to be 1-0 up, but it's not dominance in any sense of the form. It's been a good game. It's been played at a good pace. Both teams have played their parts. Let's see what happens in the second half. But good, I'm happy with that. Rashford's got no impact on the right wing, says Chris Moore. Mark, I think with McTominay, it's just when Pogba, Martial, Bruno are going, it's just he can't go to that level, but he's doing an okay job. Pleased with the first start for me. Rashford builds in more to the game, if not subbing for Greenwood and Donny, says Aidan Lefebvre. We'll never take Rashford off, though. Martial and Rio, Bay been good as well. Just a shame he's a breadstick. I'd take Rashford off, let him have a rest, and give Donny a run out. And I've seen Fred and McTominay both give the ball away, but I bet Ricky only digs into Fred because he has an agenda for some reason, says Keenan. Look, I'm really happy with that. I think Paul Pogba deserves a big shout out as well. Robbo FM says I'm not digging McTom out. I think Paul Pogba's played really well. I think Bruno again has looked a threat, as you would expect. He very nearly got Pogba could have scored, Bruno could have scored, Martial has scored. I think Martial, his link-up play is so valuable. And I'm so pleased he got the goal. Wan-Bissaka's been good getting forward. Luke Shaw's been very good down the left-hand side. Maguire and Bay look a good partnership. De Gea's obviously concentration levels. He makes that save. McTominay and Fred, I don't think they've done too bad. I think they've done their job. So for me, I think Pogba, Bruno defensively working hard as well. Rashford working hard. Martial working hard. There's clearly something in that team. This consistency, dare I say it, is starting to come in. The mistakes are disappearing and the consistency is starting to come. Everybody's working hard. And I think the one player that I would really say that symbolises that hard work in that first half is Paul Pogba. I'm not saying Paul Pogba's been the best player on the pitch. I'm not saying that. But I think there's been a few good performances. But I think Paul Pogba is sometimes a player that, you think, oh, he's not in for it. Well, he's made some really good tackles in that half and he's worked really hard and offensively as well. So I think the whole team is on it. Yet again, defence looks so much more comfortable with Bay, who has been top class. Martial clinical as well, says Alec Miller. And Stephen Edge says, Fred and McTominay are both showing why we don't need McTom. Only fouls and gives the ball away. Fred distribution better. Van der Beek would add so much, says Stephen Edge. I think our movement off the ball tonight has been brilliant, says Wayne Ramsey. And Rashi looks heavy, tired. Something needs to change. I don't think Marcus Rashford is jumping for headers. And I'm sure many of you have noticed that. I don't think he's jumping for headers because I think that he's injured. I think that's the issue. I'm happy with that. I don't think this game's over. I do not think the game is over. I think making substitutions is dangerous. I wouldn't, it's one of the few games I've watched United for a while where I would say I wouldn't make any changes at half time. I'm very happy with that team. The first goal was very important. I now think the second goal is really important because obviously if Villa get one, it's level. If we get the second goal, I think we put the game sorted to bed. Flex, can you hear me? Flex.
Yo.
Welcome to the Members Club. Gunny, how you doing, pal?
Yeah, all good. Buzzing after that.
Well, here we go. Pumpkin Spice Latte says, please explain to me why Ricky hates Fred so much. Maybe Flex understands through the interviews.
That was perfect. Leave it right there.
Well, he's gonna get clipped, I said it in the first half.
Yeah, there was that one pass he done. He done one pass. His man Mctominy, and I don't even want to make it about this, but this is why I just get frustrated sometimes. Rick's man Mctominy, who's so much better on the ball, so much better than Fred, like he says. He hasn't been that great. He's been fouling and just giving the ball away, tried some difficult passes. Look, I'm not trying to nitpick, but it just shows you, like, I don't like the slander on Fred. Fred has been, from minute one to the end of that half, apart from that one pass where you're right, I thought the same thing. Oh, Ricky will pick that out. But even before that, he done 4 or 5 good things. He's been brilliant. Again, I'm not having it. Fred is top notch. I'm not having it. Pogba's been superb. Like you said, defensively, his application to the game, his these are things that he should be doing, may I add. It's not like he gets extra brownie points for doing his job, but he is playing really well. I think Martial, his hold-up play, again, bringing people into play, the way he's looking after the ball, being sensible, buying fouls, he's been brilliant.
Pogba's been good.
Defensive. Pardon?
Pogba's been good.
That's what I just said, Pogba, yeah. Pogba and Martial, but defensively, all of them, the whole back five from De Gea across the back four, they've been really, really good. I've been impressed by in there, man. It's so refreshing to see.
Wan-Bissaka's been really good as well, hasn't he? Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka's been really good. Great assist, brilliant assist. Luke Shaw's been solid as always. But let me just talk about Maguire and Bailly together though. Like, as soon as there's any form of ball played up into an area where you're thinking,
they look so more assured, don't they? Than Lindelof.
Exactly. Bailly just comes and sweeps out. Look at Pogba taking a piss out of him again there. Oh, see you later. Brilliant from Rashford. Nice little set. And you know what? I thought they didn't have a lot to aim at there. I thought, there's 3 Villa defenders.
That shot
there
by Martial, we've just seen as well. Yeah.
Yeah. To pick up
Bruno could have had 3 assists, really.
Yeah, exactly. So we played really well. And do you know what else I really like about this half? Is that Villa's played well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Respect on Villa. They were a good team.
We've played a good team. We've played a team that they're getting Jack Grealish on the ball where they can. They're asking us questions, but we're just answering all of them. We're defending like a proper unit, and I like it.
Yeah, it's good. Littler says, give Wan-Bissaka credit. I've been very critical of him recently, but he's been pushing on a lot tonight. Shavrin says, I think it's time we repeat Project Shaw with Bay in terms of injuries. Exactly.
Look at Fred. Good ball. Look, easy, nice and simple. Sorry.
10 wins in 16 if we win this, most in the league. And fans will want McTominay off for Donny, but we all know Ollie will take Fred off, who having a good game, and bring Tuanzebe on and go 5 at the back. Look, I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I'm just going to quickly... I'll go for a quick toilet break in a minute, but I just wanted to ask you about that. I mean, realistically, it's one of the few half times where I would say, we're really scraping the barrel saying that McTominay's not been that good. He's probably the worst player on the pitch, but I'd still give him a 7 out of 10. I just think everybody else has probably been an 8 on that half because... And people will go, what are you talking about? 8 out of 10 is a very high score to give. But I think... You're absolutely right. It's the work rate. Pogba, Bruno winning headers from corners. So I mean, for me, I'll pop to it now. I'll give you just a minute or two just to say there will be subs in the second half. At 1-0, it's almost a different one for Ollie. I think the subs against Wolves, you're making changes to win a game. The subs he's going to make in this game, Villa are going to make subs to try and get back into it. We're going to have to make subs to freshen it up. But it's almost what you do. Do you go defensive? Do you think he would He might bring a Lingard on for legs. I'll let you have a bit of a chat about that.
Yeah, I think it's got to be kind of to keep the momentum going. That's what we need. It's got to be changes that can keep the momentum going. I think you try and leave that team on as long as you can, and then when we see sort of people starting to pull up or getting a little bit fatigued, then you change it, because I think you try and leave that team on as long as possible. I think Paul Pogba is working well on the left hand side, but what he's doing really well is that he's interchanging with Bruno. So sometimes Bruno's going out to the left and he's coming into number 10 position. Because you look at where Pogba picked up that ball for the goal, he wasn't on the left wing, was he? So he's drifted into that area. So Ollie's obviously given him the license to keep changing, which, again, I don't mind. But as a unit, I think that's what I've been really impressed at. What we were saying before the game is do we predict that we're going to start quick? And I'm saying you just can't really predict it with us, but we were out the traps. We were on to Villa, and we did well, and we created early chances. But Villa then had a swing in possession and started asking questions of us. And us of old would have conceded during that period when Villa were asking questions, or made a mistake, more importantly, not even just conceded, make a big mistake that leads to a goal. And Eric Bailly, man, he's been different. He's been different gravy, I honestly do think that he's been really good. And it's difficult because you start getting in your head like, maybe he can stay fit. If he can stay fit, just keep playing him. Especially if we keep a clean sheet today as well. That would be a big plus. So I do like it, and I think again back to Fred. I know obviously I went at it a bit with Ricky in the fan cam a couple games ago, but this is why for me Fred is one of the first names on the team sheet, or so influential, because he's been everywhere. He's been initiating attacks. He's been intercepting. He's been making good quality passes. He's just being in the right place at the right time. That's what he's doing. And yes, I think he gave one silly pass away, which I know will be on Ricky's Fred. But I want Ricky to make a Fred of why Fred's been doing so well. Hopefully, Ricky makes a Fred of that. Do you know what I'm saying? McTominay's just been kind of doing what I thought he would be, which is getting after Grealish. And look, most people who try and get after Grealish very rarely leave him on his arse and take the ball off him. He usually ends up in a foul. So really, McTominay's just, someone's got to do that for us today. And today it's McTominy. So he's doing really well. And yeah, I want to put a bit of respect on Bissaka's name. I'm always critical of him as well, going forward. But he has these moments where he can do it. He can produce good crosses. He done it last year. I remember when he skinned the shit out of Willian and at the bridge. And then the same sort of goal happened with Tony as well. So kind of like a carbon copy of that goal. So yeah, big up to Wan-Bissaka as well. And defensively, I mean, there was the McGinn chance. We were looking at it, and as soon as I saw it, I thought, is that Wan-Bissaka out of position again? But no, his winger actually comes infield.
I thought that won the first
one. It wasn't. It was McGinn coming from midfield. So that's the midfield runners who are supposed to come with that. So positionally, Wan-Bissaka's been great. Defensively, the whole back four has been great. We're winning the midfield battle, I'd say, in different periods because, again, Villa have actually played well. But as a team, the consistency's there, the hunger's there, and we're playing on the front foot.
Please subscribe if you're watching. Bottom right hand corner to do it. We're on the road to 940k, which we're hoping to hit tonight. So bottom right hand corner, subscribe. Get involved with the United Stand. We've obviously got Flex and KG and the lads on the fan forum after the match reaction. So hopefully, Flex, we're going to be talking about being top of the league. And this is the real test now. We've had that late winner against Wolves. We've had these games where we've been behind at half time and we've come and won. We've now done that first half. We're playing a good Villa team. We're 1-0 up. It's now about what you do in that second half. And this is good. We're getting all sorts of different... we're almost going through all the scenarios here. We've been behind. We've been having to score late winners. Now we're ahead at half time. We deserve to be, but it's been we've had to work hard. I think if we played like we did against Wolves, it'd be a different story. So we've played really well. Yeah. And you've got to give Villa the credit there because it's only 1-0. It shouldn't be 3 or 4-0. Give them their dues.
Yeah, I think 1-0 is probably...
Got to be careful.
Yeah, got to be careful. I was saying that when you was gone. Like, we've played against a good team. Do you know what I'm saying? And the second half isn't going to be easy. We've got to keep that intensity up. We've got to keep creating chances and go and get that second. We've got to go and get that second and kind of, deplete Villa of any real chance of coming back. Because while it's 1-0 and they're knocking it about and they're half creating chances, even if De Gea's not getting tested, they're going to believe they can get something out of the game. They went 1-0 down to Chelsea only the other day, and I know we're not Chelsea, but it shows that they can do it against good teams. Do you know what I mean?
If you had to give a man of the half, and everyone in the live comments can ask this as well. If you had to give a man of the half there, it was like it was your man of the match. Who was your man of the half there? Don't sit on the fence.
I would say Fred.
That's good. That's interesting. Yeah.
I would say Fred, only because the Ricky thing's still in my head and it annoyed me. So I'm kind of just doing a little bias thing on Fred. But he's been brilliant. It could easily be Pogba. Could easily be Wan-Bissaka. Do you know what I mean? So I think any one of those three, I'm happy to have. Look at Pogba there, taking a piss. Look, see you later, McGinn. Whoopsie.
Yeah, a lot of people saying Pogba. I think Pogba or Bailly for me. I don't like what Pogba did. I don't know what his agent did. But at the end of the day, it's what's best for the team. And when somebody puts in a performance like that, you know, I get it. You know, ideally I wouldn't have him at the club anymore because of what he did, but he is at the club, he is playing, and there ain't no way I'm going to start being, I hope he plays badly because I don't want him to be here. I want Man United to win.
This is where it gets annoying though, and this is why it does play on our emotions as fans, because we know what's gone on outside, we know what's going to happen in the summer, but you've got a player there that if you can, you know, I suppose we're just going backwards. We've always known this. If we can get,
I just wonder deep down if we did win a title whether he'd actually stay, but everyone seems to think that wouldn't happen no matter what.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Imagine if we did win the title. And Man United couldn't get the money for him. Pogba signed this extension, go again.
But then again, if you win the title, United are like, well, look, we just won a title with him. We want good money for him, so maybe no one can afford him. You just don't know.
True. Yeah.
We'll have to see. Anyway, look, we'll get you on for the fan forum later on, mate. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to be celebrate being top of the league, and you can just spend all that time talking about fixtures and where we might drop points and everything like that.
Hey, listen, KG's going to be unbearable, mate.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Actually, very bearable. No, I need to promote that. Very bearable, actually. We'll have some fun with it.
He won't be flip-flopping tonight.
No, but we've got to see it out, man. Like you said, it's not done yet.
It's halfway job, isn't it? You've got to go and do it the second half. They'll be up for it.
There you go. Let's go.
All right, mate. I'll speak to you in a bit.
Cool. Nice one.
Ta-da. You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD. Let me just take that piece out there. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And let's see if we can get to 940,000 subscribers tonight. Thanks everyone who's been doing the super chats. You can do that through the $sign. If you trust Ollie, you need to trust Pogba. Ollie's picking him for a reason, and we don't know what's happening in the locker room, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. Happy New Year, Mark and Flex, says Imrano TV. Top of the league on the first day of the year start as we mean to go on. Cheers, Imrano TV. I don't know why I just haven't noticed you for a long time, but I hope you're doing well. Villa don't expect wannabe to run past attackers. If you see closely, they're protecting the left side more. I guess Wamba's not good at going forward. A blessing in disguise, says Shurab. Someone asked Ed to get that Sancho cash and instead get the best medical team in the world as possible to get care of Barry. But, the Eric Bailly thing is a double-edged sword. I do love Eric Bailly, but the problem is people are going to now start saying we don't need to buy a centre-back. We've got Eric Bailly, and they're going to totally ignore the fact that Eric Bailly will be injured before this season's over, and we'll be back playing Lindelof and Maguire, and we'll be back saying we should have bought a second centre-back. If Donny van der Beek got the start and played the way McSauce has, he would be benched until 2022. McTom gets far too much leeway. Man of the half is Bailly, says Alec Miller. Well, we're about to kick off the second half. Let me just get ready with that. You will be able to do your player ratings in the second half as well. I'll let you know when they're up on the website. Obviously, we've got our match reaction show as well. But let's just see. I'm a bit nervous this second half as well. I feel like the first half we've done the job. Now we've got to finish the job. So Grealish kicks the second half off. Are you confident we're going to get the job done, Mark? Yeah. I'm happy with Pogba's efforts today, but let's face it, Bruno would be the reason we won the title, says Andrew Russell. Well, yeah, of course. Pogba's not got nothing to do with why we are where we are so far this season. Today, he's been a big part of it. We need him to do that every week. If Van der Beek got the start and played the way McSauce has... I've read that one, sorry, from Alec Miller. So, here we go, second half. No changes from either side as expected. Pogba pressing high up the pitch there, which is good to see. Maguire missing the header there. I think it was a handball, that's why. Bailly could be injured before the end of the game. Never mind the end of the season, says Mark Whitten. Yeah, I'm not buying any of this hype about Eric Bailly. We don't need a centre-back. I don't even need to look at his injury record. It's like reading War and Peace. It's just so long. The season before we bought Grealish from Villarreal, he had 3 separate injuries. We bought an injury-prone player, and he's been an injury-prone player. He's just... We all love Eric Bailly, but we also know that he's just, enjoy him while he's there because he won't be there for long. He's a bit like Christmas. Mark, Liverpool have a game on 4th January. Next one, the 17th. That's a good rest from the Prem, says Gray Patrick. And if Ollie wants to sign a British talent, we all know who he needs to sign. He plays for the opponent. He floats with the ball, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. I think Ollie would love to buy Grealish. And I think if, interesting thing is, and I'll write this down for the match reaction as well. Look at where Paul Pogba's playing tonight off that left-hand side. It's exactly where Jack Grealish would play for Man United. And you can still play Bruno as well. That's the observation for me. Paul Pogba playing on the left-hand side of a 4-2-3-1, interchanging with Bruno. That's exactly where Grealish would play. So if Pogba wants to go, you get Jack Grealish. Hi, Mark. The date United are challenging for the Premier League title. Definitely need a centre-back before we play Liverpool, says Humish. McTominay's getting a lot of stick in the live comments. I gotta be honest, maybe it's just I'm just pleased with the overall performance that I've not really noticed it. But as you know, I'm not a massive fan of McTominay as a CDM anyway. I don't really think McTominay would start for many Premier League clubs. I think it's just because he's part of our youth setup and they love his energy. United win the Premier League if Bay plays all season, says Bishwash. Yeah, that's just that's the big problem, isn't it? Still a new centre-back, but Bay and Lindelof are class, says Dylan Taylor. Maguire into McTominay. That's a poor pass by Fred. That's going to get clipped, Fleck. I'm telling you now. Matic don't do that. Oh, and Maguire just takes out Jack Grealish there. Yellow card, Harry. It is a yellow card. He's just absolutely got caught out for pace there. But to be fair to him, he's probably right. I've played centre-back myself. I'm taking him out there as well. I'm not going to just not... You've got to take the yellow. Sometimes you're taking it for the team. You've got to foul him there. You know, he's a good player, Jack Grealish. If he gets past you there, you're in trouble. So maybe it was... it might have been a bit harsh to get the yellow card, to be fair, but it was definitely a foul. I'd do the same thing there. I'd take him out. You can't let him run away there. Oh, Bruno. But well done, Fred. Ricky won't be clipping this if it ends in a goal. Martial down the left-hand side. Rashford's going to get there, is he? Yes. Good cross. Oh, unlucky. Good play between Martial and Rashford. Be nice to get the second goal in this game. We are level with Liverpool at the moment, but they've got a better goal difference. But we have played exactly the amount of... If we win this game, we've played exactly the same amount of games as Liverpool, and we've got the same amount of points. Albeit Liverpool will play on Monday, so they can go back 3 points at the top if they beat Southampton. But Southampton are a good side as well. But then again, every time you think... When you think Liverpool might drop points, they don't. And when you think they won't drop points, they do. Mark, considering the opposition and pressure to go top, I think this is the best performance of the season, says Brad Lewis. I think that's a good point, Brad, actually. There is a lot of pressure on us tonight, and we've really kept the tempo going. Like Tega says, such a high tempo to this game. And I think that's the interesting thing I was saying to Flex, is that and I'll say it to you as well, what substitutions would you be looking to make? We're going to have to make them. Personally, I don't really want to make any subs, because any sub you make could drop the game. I mean, imagine if Rashford had to come off for Mata. The tempo is going to change on the right-hand side. If you take Matic off for McTominay, the tempo might change because McTominay's more mobile. So, lovely play there, though. Cash. Has that gone for a corner, or was it go straight out? And for me, this is where Pogba doesn't work. Pogba's not getting back there, look. He's not. That's Pogba's man. Matty Cash, that is. Messi says Link Shaw awful. It's not bloody Luke Shaw's. Luke Shaw's man is Traore. Matty Cash is a right back. Some people just don't know football. How is that Luke Shaw's fault? Matty Cash is the right back. Somebody's got to track the run. It's not Luke Shaw's run to catch. Bloody hell. I don't think some people understand football. And that's a goal. What a save, De Gea. Brilliant. Brilliant. I thought that was a goal. I really thought that was a goal. Watkins with the header. And Dave saves. Bloody hell, I thought he'd scored there. That's just a great save. Lovely play by Grealish, though. Runs off Bailly. Stands Wan-Bissaka up. See, that's the power of Grealish. How does Jack Grealish get a cross in from there? Because he's good in a short space. We've got to be a bit careful here. Villa, I tell you, Villa are a good team. You can see this game being 1-1. We've got a graft here. We've got a graft. David De Gea back to his best. Hope so. Martial. Nice ball by Mctominy into Bruno on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of space. Needs some help here, Bruno. He's got... Oh, I tell you what. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Oh, Rashford. Why didn't he leave that for Martial then? I think Rashford's a little bit off, isn't he? Rashford's been a little bit off tonight. Good work by Fred, though. Grealish is losing his temper a little bit. Now Luke Shaw brings it forward. Bruno again. Bruno's passing's been really good tonight. Really good. Like, he could have had 3 or 4 assists. That's better by Mctominy. Nicely into Luke Shaw. This is it. I like this. Cross comes in. Villa are going to clear that. It's ebbing and flowing this game. It's swinging. What a ball by Grealish into Watkins. It's a bit of a 2v1. I tell you what, El Ghazi there. Grealish again, pulling the strings. Well, I'm just tweeting it out here. I don't know what everyone else thinks. If Pogba goes, get Grealish. Like, he'd be the perfect replacement. I'm not saying he's as good as Pogba. Maybe some people might say he's better than Pogba. He's more consistent, but I definitely would do that. This is this game at the moment, second half. You've got to give credit to Villa. They've been really, really good second half. And you know, that save by De Gea was fantastic. Look at this. Grealish into the box. Oh, good tackle by Fred again. That tackle by Fred is awesome. Absolutely awesome. What a tackle by Fred. Absolutely brilliant. And now who's he going to book now? Michael Oliver, you're rubbish. What's he doing? Go up yours. What's he on about? What's Michael Oliver on about here? He's a job's worth. He's a bloody milk monitor. And your mum cuts your hair. Look at you, bloody prat. What are you on about? What's he even up to here? What is he even up to here? He's booked Eric Bailly for this. Bit reckless. He's not worrying how bad Rashford decision-making is in the final thirds. It's not like he's a prospect anymore, and Mctominy needs to come off, says Sean, negative Turner. Eric Bailly's just been booked. Dean Smith looks like he could be Luke Shaw's long-lost granddad. Here's Rashford on the right-hand side. Lovely running by Rashford. Oh, I tell you what, that thing about Rashford is he can have a bad game and then he'll produce something amazing. Happy New Year, Mark, to you and your family. Eric Bailly's a good defender. However, we still need a centre-back this month, says Mohamed Idris. What a run by Rashford. Rashford and Bruno look knackered. Lack of confidence in our subs might cost us the game, says Garant Chapman Full. And Grealish is superb, says Spencer Beatrice. This game is really going end to end at the moment. Chris Peacock says Michael Oliver's a joke of a ref. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't really understand what was going on there, to be honest. Eric Bailly, look at him. He's running out from the back. Lovely play by Eric Bailly, that is. Pogba gets it wide to Bruno as well. Bruno's playing more on the left-hand side this game. It's not a bad ball into Luke Shaw. Luke, you could have dived there. Pogba's just said to him to dive. Spot on. Pogba's spot on. He could have dived there, Luke Shaw. Brilliant winning back by Bruno. Cross isn't terrible, it is. That's funny, that is. Because Luke Shaw, he knocks it past the defender and he could have gone down. And then Pogba's there going like that. He's right. I thought exactly the same. That's just that's not Luke Shaw's fault. I mean, he's not bloody Mo Salah, is he? He's a left back, but he should have dived. He should have dived there. I think he'd have got a penalty, but that's the trouble with the defender. Quick free kick. Come on, United, switch on. We're snoozing, moaning about a bloody free kick there. Piss off! piss off. Who are the 3 people moaning about the bloody free kick there? We've switched off. It's the same as bloody Spurs. We've switched off again. Humpty Dumpty defending, that is. Humpty Dumpty defending. 3 prats moaning about a bloody free kick. Switch on. McTominay's one of them. There's 3 of them. Bloody idiots. Humpty Dumpty. Sat on a wall. All the King's horses and all the King's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Well, they couldn't sort this defence out because they're all snoozing. McTominay's snoozing. Wan-Bissaka's snoozing. Nobody's picked up the man. They leave Grealish. Slow. Wan-Bissaka and McTominay there. Snoozing. Fast asleep. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. That's just ridiculous. All the tempo, all the hard work, and we switch off. Bloody idiots. Play to the whistle. The referee's a prat. He's an absolute prat. But when he's given the free kick, you give the free. You've got to work. You've got to work there. Indiscipline. One. I felt that. I've told you this game. It's ebbing and flowing. Villa have gone for it in the second half. It was all about who was going to get the next goal. They're not a bad... This is the thing about Villa. I said it could be a 1-1 game. You've got to work hard. Villa this season are a good side. I give Villa their credit. You know, they've had a good couple of chances this half. Lovely ball by Luke Shaw into Pogba. Cross comes in. Oh... Come on, go again now. Why is it Luke Shaw's fault? Penalty! Get in! Paul Pogba, he saw what Luke Shaw did before. He said, let me have a chance. Down he goes. Shut up Aston Villa because he'll check it on VAR. That's what it's for. Stop bloody moaning. Pogba in the box. That's a penalty and you know it. You've tripped him up, you prat. You've tripped him up. He's tripped him up. It's a blatant penalty. Shut up. Get Bruno on the ball and put it in the back of the net. Get it in. Get it in. It's a definite penalty. He tripped him up. Oh, no, did he? That's not the angle. It's the other one. That's not the angle. Show the other angle. That's not the angle. It looks like he trips it. That's not the angle. Show the proper angle. That looks like he dived. You can see he trips him up. That's not the angle. Don't show that angle. That's not the angle. Show another angle. Show this angle. Now zoom in. Zoom in on that. They're not going to give it. Decision penalty foul. Get in. Get in. Bruno. Oh, God. These ones are the nervous ones. These ones are the nervous ones. Scousers are praying he misses. The Scousers are there. They're praying he misses this. Bruno steps up. Get in! That's a good penalty because the keeper went the right way. Cool as ice. Bruno Fernandes. Have that. 2-1. And I tell you what, Scousers, that's the reaction you don't want, isn't it? You don't want this. Oh, we've let a goal in. We're going to bottle it. Within 2 minutes, we're back 2-1. I tell you what, that little bead of sweat... You're sweating like John Terry in a spelling test now. Bruno Fernandes, 2-1. I know Scousers, they're starting to think, you know what? You know what? We're getting a little bit worried now. We're getting a little bit worried now. We're getting a little bit worried. 2-1. Come on. 2-1. Get in there. Bruno Fernandes again. Wow. I tell you what, Martinez is a good goalkeeper as well. That's a really good penalty because he goes the right way, but sometimes you can't save them. You can't save them. 2-1 Manchester United. Now then, switch on. Switch on at the back. If they get a free kick, don't moan. Go again. Oh, not Eric Bailly. Not Eric Bailly. He's gone down. Don't do this. Welcome to the Members Club, William Turnbull. Was typing this before we took the lead. I think we could do with bringing on Matic with 2 open, says Paul Glover. Oh, he's hurt his neck. Oh, he's up now. He's all right. Oh, take a breath. Take a breath. 2-1. Bruno. 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 He's done it again. You know what though? People say penalties. Can I just be honest? Like I've played in like cup competitions where it's a penalty shootout. Penalties ain't easy. Like if penalties were easy, every penalty would be scored. Like you should score every penalty, but they don't. Like Bruno's record. I mean, I think back to Bruno's penalty against Brighton. You know it's the last kick of the game. If you score, you win. If you don't, you draw. He's just such a fantastic player, Bruno Fernandes, and Kedda says it's not a penalty. There was one angle it looked like he tripped himself, but the other angle I definitely thought. Maybe not the time, but Grealish in this team, geez, says Robert McCormack. I think if Pogba goes, Robert, you swap him with Grealish, I agree. Matic is warming up here. Mark, I don't understand why everyone is saying Shaw is lazy and defends like a toddler lost in a toy shop. I mean, I guess they're right, but still, says Juan Martinez. Was typing this... Yeah, we've done that one. I think it was a clear penalty. I just don't think they had the camera angles for it, to be honest. I think the VAR cameras were a bit shit, but I thought it was a definitely penalty. Obviously, United gets another dubious penalty, says Mike LFC. They're worrying. Last season, Mctominy for Matic, brilliant substitution by Ollie. Last season, Man City couldn't score a penalty to save their lives, says K Chino. Brilliant substitution by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, this is. McTominay for Matic, absolutely spot on. He's learning. That is a spot-on substitution. You know, so many times that would have been Fred. So many times he would have took Fred off. We've seen it for weeks and weeks. It would be Fred. And it's McTominay he takes off. He's learning, people. He's learning. He never subs McTominay. It's always Fred. And he's took McTominay off for Matic. He is bloody learning. Ollie is learning. He's giving me goosebumps. He's learning the trade of being a top manager. I'm not saying he's there yet, but he's learning and these players are responding. He had to, you know, if he was going to take anybody off, it had to be McTominay. So Matic on with Fred. I tell you what, I like to see Fred and Matic together, actually. What a cross. Whoa, well done, Wan-Bissaka. That's a brilliant tackle by Wan-Bissaka. Who puts this cross in? Is it bloody Grealish again? Oh, what a cross by Grealish. That's a goal. That's a bloody goal cross, that is, by Grealish. It's delightful. I mean, to be honest, his foot's probably a little bit high. Bay on a yellow card, that could have been a red. Gets tap by Grealish, calling it now. Bay going to give Grealish back and get himself sent off, says Mr. Glenn Johnson. Have to ask again, why do we overshift to the front post and leave no one to mark the back, says Sean Finity. Well, there's still 25 minutes to go in this. Fasten your seatbelts. I don't think it's over yet. You know what? It's very rare that I'll give a team credit, but I think Villa have played so well. I really think Villa have played well, and you know they haven't got the players that we've got, and this is far from over. It's a long time since I've seen a Villa team play Man United, and I've thought, you know what, we're playing well, but they could get something out of this. Grealish has been superb. Martial's got to hold that up better there. Bruno and Pogba have interchanged a lot more in this second half, and Pogba's been playing more centrally. That'll be a foul. That will be a foul on El Ghazi by Fred. Got to be a bit careful about this. Thanks for the super chat, Law. And imagine if we had Grealish as Mike Tower. Well, we don't need Grealish at the moment. I think if Pogba leaves, you might need him. I like to consider the substitution as proof that Ollie watches the United stand, says Kenneth Hoagland. And this match is giving me hiccups, mostly from jumping around for various reasons, says Emily Derry. I need to stretch my back out, Emily, actually. It's been a fantastic game. I mean, you know, Aston Villa for me have just shown again, like they did on Monday night against Chelsea, and they've shown many times this season, they're a very good side, and they deserve credit for the way that they've the season that they're having and the way they've played in this game. And you know, lovely play by Pogba there, a lovely ball by Pogba, and I think Rashford's offside, which he is. We better not let Villa leave the ground until we have Grealish signed and delivered, says Nick Tankersley. Nervous. Grealish looks amazing. Sign him tomorrow morning, says Steve Metcalf. Yeah, but he'd just be sat on the bench. He'd be sat on the bench, wouldn't he, Grealish, at United? Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We're on the road to 940,000. Bottom right hand corner, we're live every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10 a.m. Transfer window opens tomorrow as well. United in a title race. It's all going on. Get involved with the United stand. Always live. Get involved in the comments. Subscribe, bottom right hand corner. 22 minutes to go. Will he make another substitution? Would he dare to bring Van der Beek on in a game like this? Does he trust anybody on the bench? You know? It's all right saying, well, Rashford can produce a moment of magic, but the reality is you can't keep playing all these games. You've got to change it up sometimes. Lovely play by Luke Shaw. He's going to give a free kick. I don't think that was a free kick by Luke Shaw, to be honest. But 22 minutes to go. I still don't think it's over. I still think Villa could get another goal in this. Long ball there. All Grealish talk is disrespectful to players that are winning the game to go joint first, says Daniel Harding. Yeah, for me, I mean, I think Grealish has played really well, but if you bought him tomorrow, what would you do? You're not going to drop Pogba. You're not going to drop Bruno. You know, I think Grealish for me is a player that you buy. Well, Villa would never sell him in January anyway. If you're going to buy Grealish, you buy him if Pogba goes. That's what I think. Marco, was Ollie out after the West Ham game, even though we won? His sub's doing my head in. However, he's getting the results now, and that was the right sub. I stand corrected, as Alan B. And Mark, if the board declined publicly to buy a centre-back because of Twan Sebi underuse, what would you say? Says Connor Linnett. Well, it could happen. Rashford on the right-hand side. Shaw gets the ball. Grealish will go down if he can. And he can't. Here's Bruno on the left-hand side again. Into Martial. Martial's been very quiet in this game. He's not had a lot to do. Oh, lovely run by Martial and forces a save. That was lovely by Martial. Pogba's going to pick this back up. Gives it to Bruno. Bruno. Some of the movement between Pogba and Bruno has been really good. Ollie watches United stand in that iPad of his. Name me a team which won't be scared of us now. Get in, says Sheehan. The one team I'm scared of is Man City. 3 games in hand, and if they win them all, they would go first. They're dark horses at the moment, says MG. I think Bruno, Pogba, Martial, Fred, Bailly, for me. And let's not forget the saves of De Gea as well. I mean, De Gea's made some bloody good saves. Still a long way to go in this game, though. Let's not get carried away. That's a poor ball by Matic. That's because of Matic, that is. Well in, Fred. Oh, Fred! You've won that! Villa on the attack now. Good save, De Gea. Eric Bailly does his job. Wan-Bissaka, roll it into Pogba. That's it. Nice. I think we're going to need the 3rd goal. Keeper's done well. Ref was going to give linesman, was going to go offside on Martial anyway. Bay's been fantastic, Claire Rodriguez as well. Not put a foot wrong. I mean, to be fair to Harry Maguire, I don't think Harry Maguire's had a bad game again. I just think Eric Bailly is, he's better than Maguire, isn't he? That's the thing. He's better than Maguire. Hi, Mark. Happy New Year, pal. Just wanted to say thank you for all the dedication and hard work, says Krish, and content that kept us entertained. Wish you and the family a great year ahead, pal. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone who's tuning in. We've had 10,000 likes on the video. We will be letting out the player ratings, actually. I better check. That might be coming out very, very soon. Of course, I'll have my match reaction where we'll go through all that as well. But this could be a shaky last 18 minutes. Probably 20 minutes, actually, when you look at it. Here we go. Bruno into Luke Shaw. He's got forward a lot this half. Go to Martial. Yeah, Martial. Enter the box. Martial. Into Shaw. Oh, that was brilliant by Luke Shaw. Pogba can't believe it. I thought Martial was going to hit it. Lovely play between Luke Shaw and Martial. Luke Shaw gets the cross in. I mean, Luke Shaw should have an assist here. He's done everything right. Pogba should score that. He should score that. It's a hard finish, but you'd expect, Pogba knows. He knows. Today this could be the greatest day of our lives. Today this could be the greatest day of our lives. We could be top of the league for the first time after Christmas since 2013. I think that's right. We haven't been top of the league after Christmas since 2013. 8 years. I'm making the stats up as I go along. It works well for me, but I think it would be 8 years since we've been top of the league at Christmas. Tell me I'm wrong, some statos in the live comments. Villa could still get back into this game. Part of me feels that they could still do... What a cross. Oh, God. Grealish's crossing has just been superb. He's almost man of the match, Grealish, across for everybody. I think he's just his crossing is just unbelievable. I think that's the thing that's impressed me about Grealish today is a lovely header by Bruno there. His crossing's been delightful. Lovely ball into Rashford. I don't think he's going to get there though. Grealish has been fantastic. I think he's arguably. I mean, Robert McCormack's going to jump in a minute, but he's arguably been man of the match. If he was in this, the problem with Grealish is he's in a team that's... Oh, what a ball by Bruno. Luke Shaw. Oh, bloody hell. Another corner. Luke Shaw's quality is underrated. Only left back better than him in the Premier League is Robertson's. Watch this ball by Bruno. Martial's there for the cutback. I think it's easy for Martial to say that. It's not an easy cutback, that. Is Grealish saying to United, buy me? I think he's saying to any club. Luke Shaw's a joy to watch when he's on form. Been really good this half. Never understood the constant hate towards him. He's got forward so much. He's done really well, Luke Shaw, second half. Oh. Go on, Bruno. Bruno. Oh, what a save by Martinez. Bruno's just gone up a level in the last few minutes. What a save. Bruno. Oh, I tell you what, this game's been fantastic. And... we need to win this, but I've got to say Aston Villa have been very impressive. They have. I'm not disrespecting Aston Villa. I think they've been very, very good. Keeper's done a good job there. Dipping in. 14 to go. I think we need the third goal here. We really do. Come on. Luke Shaw's attacking is underrated because no one ever finishes the chances he creates. Yeah, I was probably going to give Luke Shaw a 6 out of 10 in this game, but I think second half he's been fantastic. And he's on corners. Rashford. Dink it, Rashford. Oh, he's shot as well. Has he got a corner? I don't know. Should have crossed that. Pogba Bruno is such a joy to watch. I'm lost for words, says Taj Stewart. I don't think Rashford should have had a shot from here. Wasn't far off, though. Grealish is better than Sancho, says Kyle. I'll tell you what, that wasn't actually far away from Rashford. Player ratings is open. Links in the video description, or go straight to theunitedstand.com. We've still got 15 minutes to go, so you might want to wait. But if you want to do your player ratings, get them in. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being average. Put a star next to your man of the match. Submit your score, and when I do my match reaction after the game, we will see what the aggregated scores for all of you are. But you can do it on theunitedstand.com now. Wan-Bissaka, I think United have played really well, I just think Villa have played well as well. Switch the play to Luke Shaw on the back post. Back post. Oh, fucking hell, Rashford. That's wild. A bloody Lions just bit that ball. It was that wild. Awful cross. Awful cross from Rashford there. Would be stupid to go for Sancho. We need Grealish, says Lewis Serby. And if only Grealish had some quality at the end of those crosses like Cavani and Martial, we need Grealish, as P told Dido. Hi Mark, thank you so much for such great content in 2020, says Tom Reed. I've been watching regularly for months now. So much better than the mainstream media. Happy 2021. And Happy New Year to everyone else who's watching. I keep forgetting it's New Year's Day. If Grealish had a sexy name, he'd be playing for Barcelona or Real Madrid and be contender for the Ballon d'Or. Unreal how good he is. Sign him up, Ed. Everyone who says Martial doesn't work hard, his movement is elite. I don't know what game you're watching. Of course, he's missed chances still, says Sharath Math Fitness. Yeah, I think Martial's had a good game today. Again, I'm glad he's got the goal because I think everyone would say he's had a shit game if he hadn't scored. But again, the work rate, the movement, why do you think that people are getting in all the time? This next 10 minutes for me is really about what titles are all about because, and I'm not saying we're going to win the title, all I'm saying is we're trying to be in a title race. And if you want to be in a title race and stay up near the top of the league, doesn't mean you're going to win it, but if you want to be in it, Matic has just chopped Grealish there. If you want to be in it, you've got to see these games out now. 2-1, probably have the chances to make it 3-1. You get to the end of the game and you win this 2-1, it's significant. Some of you younger people, it's not your fault. You won't have seen United grafting to titles. You won't have seen it. And this is what it's about now, this next 10 minutes. Would you like to see Donny for Rashford to Spencer? Again, he's only made one sub again, hasn't he? I just don't think he trusts those players. I'll talk about that in the match reaction. It's a good point. I don't think he trusts Mata or Lingard or Dan James or Donny. He doesn't trust them. 6 is average for the player ratings, Burhan. Links in the video description if you want to go and do your player ratings. Every player out of 10, 6 being average, and a star next to your man of the match. Submit your score, and then it will go into the pot for the player ratings. Pogba's ball into Martial is superb. He's on his own, though, and he's got 2 against 1, and they've won the ball. I'd like to get the third goal. I mean, I'm stating the bloody obvious. I'd love to get the third goal. Get the game won. I don't think Maguire's had a lot to do tonight. I think most of the work's been done by Eric Bailly, but he has been tidy on the loose ball. That's a foul on Rashford. We'll take that. Massive 3 points if we get it. Hi Mark, do you think that United should focus solidly on the league now, or should we still try and make a go for the FA and the Carabao Cups? As Adrian. Just take it every game as it comes. Watford, put your reserves out. Man City next week, play your first team. When we get to the Europa League, see where we are. But I think if we're near the top of the league when we get into the Europa League, then prioritise the league. You can't do both. That's my opinion. I don't. You can't exhaust your team playing Thursday, Sunday when you're in a title race. Not for me. I think we might have missed our chance signing Grealish because we're trying to injure him, says Kenwell Blandaris. Birmingham is 80 miles from Manchester. Surely Grealish wouldn't mind that. We need to sign him ASAP. He can play anywhere. Sharath Math Fitness. Look, the Grealish hype's very nice to see, but I think the Grealish hype is also, it's for the summer. It's not for the now. We need a centre back. Oh, another bloody free kick here. We've got to be careful here. We don't want to get drawn towards our own goal. And I think they're sucking us off a little bit. I mean, they're sucking us in a bit, Aston Villa. They're sucking us towards the goal a little bit, and I don't really like it. They're getting a little bit too close for me. It's going to be a tense last few minutes. Their ball delivery's been quite good. This is where you need a Harry Maguire, Eric Bailly, Matic, Pogba. They've got to stand tall and deliver here. Cross is going to come in. 8 minutes to go. You don't want to be conceding now because it's a lovely cross. It's a lovely cross. And Tyrone Mings nearly scored. I thought that was going in. It's a lovely cross. Bullies Harry Maguire. Would it have been a foul? Yeah, surely that would have been a foul. Been interesting if that would have gone in. Surely that was a foul on Maguire by Tyrone Mings. I don't think he gave a foul, but I think it would have been a foul on VAR. What's the point in bringing Donny on now? He doesn't trust him. He ain't going to bring him on, is he? Just while there's a break in the play, please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're trying to get up to 940,000 subscribers tonight. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved with the channel. It's free to do it. Live every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10 a.m. Transfer window opens tomorrow as well. Hopefully we can add to this exciting side and get a bit of depth at centre-back. You're Ollie out on Pogba FC. You're annoyed. Ollie is being saved by a penalty, but happy Pogba won it. You're confused as we race towards a title, says Soup. Just enjoy it. I mean, look, 3 weeks ago everyone wanted Pogba gone. I still think people do want Pogba gone, but just enjoy it. Ultimately, it's about that. It's the badge, isn't it? We're Manchester United. Your watch-alongs are so good that me and my lad are considering not renewing our season tickets next year, says Sean Nash. Get back to the grounds, everybody. That's the best place to be. That's where it is. What do you think about non-league teams? My team, Colin FC, are top of the table. Ava stick north, and hopefully United will be too. Come on, you Reds, says Nathan. He's still playing. I thought with I don't know. Fair play if they're still playing. Nervy last 5 minutes here. You know what? If I'm Ollie now, the third goal would be nice, but really, let's just not concede. I know it's nice to get the third goal, but with 5 minutes to go, 3 points dropping to 1 point is huge. Matic again. He's going to have to get booked here. He's well off the pace there again. Go on, Wan-Bissaka. Oh, bloody hell. It's just dropped to them there. Come on. Work hard here. Work hard here. Last 5 minutes. Pogba's gone long to Rashford. That's a lovely ball. I thought he was going to get Bruno in. Get Bruno in. It's not about, it's not quite been Rashford's night. Dan James is going to come on now. I'm not sure what that's all about, really, but it's certainly not going to be old Donny. Bruno coming off. He's not happy. I don't know what that's all about. 5 minutes to go and you take Bruno Fernandes off. I hope that's not an injury thing. That's a bit weird. I'm not feeling that one, Ollie. Not feeling that one at all. Honestly, don't think Matic has improved the midfield. I agree with you, Pumpkin Spice Latte. Woodward has to splash the cash this month. We've got a real opportunity to go for the title. Bruno off and James on. And here is Dan James. That's got to be the biggest F off to Ollie. That's got to be the biggest F off to Donny van der Beek. Yeah, latest, hasn't it? I don't know. I don't know why he's took Bruno off. I hope it's not going to cost us. I'm sure. Well, I'm not going to say I'm sure it won't, but it's a little bit confusing why you would do that, because what if they get a goal and then we get a penalty? Remember to do your player ratings. We are getting towards the end of the game now. Might fill a few of these excitingly nervous last few minutes up. Links in the video description for the player ratings, or you can just go to unitedstand.com, get your votes in for that. Yes, I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. Martial, good hold-up play by Martial, very strong. Pogba. Oh, ref's not giving a foul there. I think it was a foul. That's so strong by Luke Shaw. He's giving a bloody... He's giving booked Luke Shaw for a fucking shoulder barge. You're a prat, mate. You're a bloody prat. I'm talking to the ref. That is not a fucking yellow card. It's a shoulder barge. Bloody hell. I think he thinks he's got it wrong with the penalty and he's trying his level best to try and get it back. Prat. Absolute prat. Go on, Rashford. Look at Dan James. It's too wide for him. What the fuck's that? What the fucking hell is that from Dan James there? Bloody useless, mate. Rashford does all that. Gives you the ball. Hold on to the ball. What does he do? Crosses with his weak foot like a bloody balloon and gives possession back. Prat cross from Dan James, that is. That's the sort of naivety that they go up the other end and they score from. Go for the fucking corner. Don't use your weak foot to try and put a shit cross in. These are fine margins now. Imagine if he'd done that shit cross there. They kick a long ball and they equalise. You got to be cleverer than that. This is a perfect game situation to play, James. Loads of space to run into, says Mr. Glenn Johnson. Well, it's not perfect if he keeps fucking putting stupid balls in like that. Matic gets the yellow card. He should have got two games ago. I'm nervous now. There's probably going to be a few minutes of added time as well. I'm just feeling a bit sick here. I've got a bit sick in my mouth. Cross comes in from Villa. 5 minutes added on. Go on, Dan. Run it. Run it. He's a fucking idiot. He's got no final ball at all, has he? Don't jump in, Matic. I hope Dan James scores, but I don't like this Dan James sub. I don't like Bruno off. I think we've given up the initiative and we're just trying to hit on the break, which means we're going to invite a bit of pressure. Eric Bay gives a corner. I don't like that sub. I do not like that substitution. All we're doing now is just hitting long balls. What we've basically done is we've given up possession, and I would have kept Bruno on just to keep the ball. Because, all right, Dan James might score a goal on the break, but it's always going to be quick, isn't it? We need somebody to get hold of the bloody ball. Corner to Villa. Oh no. Onto the crossbar by Dan James. Over the bar. They've gone short with Grealish. Lays it off. Oh, Matic! De Gea makes a good save. It'll go for another corner. Matic there, just bloody running in. I don't think Matic has been good as a sub either. I think it was the right sub. I just watch Matic here. He's like a freight train. He just gets skinned. Okay, now there's still 2.5 minutes to go here. Ugh. Goal kick. Bloody hell. That'll use a minute up. Please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. I'm just filling time here. Bottom right hand corner. We're only 300 subscribers away from 940,000. We have got the match reaction coming up after this. Hopefully it's going to be a win reaction. He's going to take Fred off now for somebody. Twansebi. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Player ratings, links in the video description. Mark every player out of 10. 6 is average. Put a star next to your man of the match to do that as well. Yeah, player ratings are going to be interesting actually. I've not even thought about them. I'm too nervous about this last minute and a half. Pogba wins the header. Hold it up, Tony. That's brilliant by Martial. That is absolutely brilliant by Martial. Go for the corner, Marcus. Go for the corner. Go for the corner. He's offside. Bloody hell. Just got to keep the ball. We've been so naive in this 5 minutes. Keep the fucking ball. All this bloody hit on the break pace merchant shit. Get hold of the bloody ball. If you've got the ball, they can't score. Minute to go. We've lost the bloody ball again. Lee Taylor says, I called that sub at half time. Just go for the bloody corner flag. Oh, Villarreal. Oh, you're fucking joking. Right, Pogba. Right, Rashford, go for the bloody corner flag. No shit. Just go for the corner flag. He knows what to do here. Corner flag. Corner flag. That's it. He knows what he's doing. Pogba! Bloody corner flag! Jesus Christ, what's he shooting there for? We've got the bloody ball. Oh, Jesus Christ, why can't we just go for the corner flag? Deep throw in here for Villa. Grealish has got it in the corner. They're going to whip it. What a block! Oh! Eric Bailly's man of the match. That's it. Forget about it. Eric Bailly's just blocked it. Bailly's man of the match. With that block. Bailly, with that block. Man of the match. Eric Bailly is probably just won, is it? Superb. Oh, I thought that was going in. You know what? Last season, that goes in. Last bloody chance of the game. I tell you what, Pogba, you're a bloody prat shooting, giving me a bloody heart attack. Go for the corner flag. But last season, we would be going, Pogba, you bloody idiot. And they would have scored that chance, and Eric Bailly gets the block in. I tell you what, if I'm Ollie, I'm bollocking some of those players them last few minutes. Go for the bloody corner flag. Eric Bailly, fantastic. He's hugging everyone there. He knows. He knows. Bruno knows. Fred knows. Tellez, they know. Eric Bailly, they know like we know. Look at him. Look at him hugging. Mata's hugging him. Bruno's hugging him. They know Eric Bailly there. That block is huge. Because that's a goal. He stopped a certain goal. Absolutely brilliant. Eric Bailly. Fucking fantastic, mate. If he could stay fit, I wouldn't want a centre-back. Ollie's there. Ed, we don't need a centre-back. I've got Eric Bailly. February the 2nd. Ed. He's out for the rest of the season. Get a bloody centre-back. But Eric Bailly was fantastic in that game. As was Jack Grealish. But Manchester United have won the game. Links in the video description. We're going to go to the match reaction in the next 2 minutes. You can do your player ratings while I'm setting that up. Mark every player out of 10. 6 being average, and just put a star next to Eric Bay. Well, you might have a different man of the match. I'll see you on the match reaction in 2 minutes' time. Links in the video description, as is the link in the video description for the player ratings. Let's get over there. Joint top of the league. Thank you, Eric Bay. I'll see you there in a minute.